Hi guys, I hope you're having a splendid day out there. Oh my god, there's a lot of people out there. How are you guys doing out there? This splendid Sunday evening, which is also Swedish Election Night. Oh my god, I've been preparing a lot for this evening. It's a big evening for Sweden. Is gonna decide the coming 4 years who's gonna rule this country and not. Hello, I see a lot of chat messages going on here. Hello Bismarck, how are you doing? Toby, Mille, anyone not Swedish? There's a lot of Swedes in the chat. So we have a full schedule going on tonight. Let me see if the music here in the background is a little bit too loud. I know that there's a lot of people out there on this channel that aren't Swedish who are interested in the whole Swedish election and how things are going. So we're gonna talk a little bit about that today. I'm gonna go through some quick facts about the Swedish election. We're gonna see some live view footage from Stockholm, see how the city looks like. And then also I'm going to talk a little bit about the parties. What parties are there in the Swedish election? And we're also going to go through some of the smaller parties, which I haven't even looked at, so it's going to be interesting to see that. We're also going to look through the previous election, see how that went. And we're also after that going to look at how the predictions are for this election. We're going to look at the latest surveys. Sorry about that. And then later I'm going to look at some betting, like from betting sites, see how they predict the election to go on. And then later on, further later on, we're gonna have a guest on the show. We're gonna be visited by Said in Swedish, Joakim from Sweden, Said in Swedish, and we're gonna play a little game. We're gonna also talk about the elections as well. But we're gonna play a little game that you guys are also invited to play along with. So be sure to stay tuned for that. It's gonna be out in about 1 hour about. I think he's gonna start the stream at 8 o'clock or something, so we're gonna try to tune those in. Okay, hello Nuffer, what parties do you root for? I'm gonna try to be so impartial, is that the word? Unbiased as possible in the stream. I'm not gonna talk for or against any parties. We're just gonna watch the election as a whole. And I just realized that I forgot my water. I'm gonna be so dried. Alex of Justice, who do you want to win? As I said, I don't know. Hello from China. Wow, there's a lot of different people here. Hi from Portugal. When was the election, or when is it besides today? We're gonna go into all of the little nitty-gritty details in a little short while. I'm gonna have a little presentation going on here, and hopefully, as you know, I'm sometimes a little bit bad at looking at the chat when I have so much planned, so I'll ask for forgiveness in between. Oh my god, there's like 88 people watching. What the hell? Hello everybody. I love having you all guys here. You know, having all of you guys makes me very nervous at the same time as it makes me very happy. It's gonna be very interesting to see all of this. Let me just prepare a little bit here in the background. All right. Hello from Chile, Netherlands. Oh my god, so many people. I'll make sure to try to have a little peek at the chat while we're doing this. But before we do anything else, let's have a look at how things are looking in Stockholm right now. So, come on. There we go. We have a live webcam of Sergels Torg. As you can see, it's 70 degrees Celsius. and it seems to be pretty quiet. This, I don't know how many of you have been to Stockholm or see Stockholm, but Sergels Torg is right in the center of Stockholm, and it's a very known spot for political speeches and stuff like that. So it's very interesting. It seems very quiet. I don't know if people are home watching television or not. Bor du i Göteborg? No, I don't live in Gothenburg. I live in Stockholm. Vilket parti gillar du bäst? I will try to be as unbiased as possible. Let's jump over to this. Oh my god, it looks beautiful. This is a view from, I think it's from like Nacka or something, kind of where I live, looking out on Gamla stan, or the old town. And as you know, if you follow my channel, I've done a vlog where I've talked about Gamla stan, and also you can see there in the background, you can see the Swedish city hall as a silhouette. It's awesome. Why do you have a camera in Stockholm? I don't have a camera in Stockholm. There's a really nice website where you can watch different webcams along Sweden, so that's awesome. Don't reveal your political. Yeah, I'll try not to do that. I see that we're experiencing a little bit of lag. Please tell me if that is the case. We're gonna move on to look at Stureplan in Stockholm. This is the posh area of Stockholm. Looks pretty quiet as of now. It's still 17 degrees. Nice. We're moving on to Gothenburg. It's very rainy over there in Gothenburg. 17 degrees as well, but it's a little bit cloudy. Not as many people in Gothenburg. All right, we have all that settled. Do I know anything about Danish politics? I do not know anything about the Danish politics. I'm sorry. Seems like my computer do not like the whole everything that's going on right now. It's a little bit laggy. I'm sorry about that. What do you think about the pirate party? We're gonna talk about the little parties in a little while. Let me just check out. There's something going extremely weird with my computer right now. I'm sorry about this. I'm gonna have a search. This should be okay. Should be okay. So if you're experiencing lag right now, I hope we're not. Hope it's okay. All right, so the next part here that we're gonna talk about today is we're gonna go through some quick facts about the Swedish elections. I'm gonna try to teach you whatever I can about the Swedish elections, and bear with me, I'm not I'm an expert, but with that said, let's move on to this section. Oh, that's not the section that I wanted to go through. That was my notes, basically. So, now you know what we're gonna talk about. So let me just fix the right window. That's stuff that happens when you have a live stream and stuff just don't work. Okay, this should be good. All right, we're moving on. Quick facts about the Swedish election with your Swede, Nacka boy. That is as formal as it gets, boys and girls. What do you think? There's a lot of questions in the chat about what I think about different parties. I'm gonna refrain from talking about what I think about the different parties. I'll try to stay as unbiased as possible because, you know, people have different opinions about certain stuff. So we're gonna move on. So yes, quick facts, my good fellow people. And to be frank, when I did the research for this, I learned a little bit myself. So let's go through it. Swedish elections, my fellow people. For you guys who don't know, the Swedish elections it isn't just one election. It's actually 3 different elections. It's one for 3 different instances. So we have Riksdag, Landsting, and Kommun. And what are those? What are those? So we can start with Riksdagen, which is the biggest like instance, which is pretty much the parliament of the country as a whole. So you vote for whatever you vote for when you vote for Riksdag or the parliament. It is going to decide national matters. For example, the military is a good example. And then we go on to the next instance, which is landsting. So the country is divided into several different landsting, or counties could be a potential translation for it. And this was done due to the fact that we realized that it would be a good thing that each different section of Sweden would handle the different politics that were connected to that different specific area by themselves. So Sweden is divided into, I think it's about, I can't remember the exact number. I think it's about 25, 29, something along that, different counties in Sweden. And here we decide upon, the landsting, they decide upon like local traffic, hospitals and stuff. So that's an important vote as well. And then lastly, we have kommun. And we can break it down like this. One landsting consists of many kommuner, or I don't know if you can translate that into municipalities. I don't know if you even have to pronounce that in English. Hello from Finland. How are you guys doing? But yes, kommun is the smallest instance that you vote for, and here you decide upon stuff like the school. Which makes sense because a commune located in the northern part of Stockholm don't really care about how the schools run in the southern part of Stockholm. However, Stockholm as a whole, the landsting, they care about how the buses are connected or how the hospitals works. So there's three very important votes there. And you have been able to vote here in Sweden for quite a while now. Like, you've been able to vote in advance, but the major voting is being done today. And you get 3 envelopes, one for Riksdag, one for landsting, and one for kommun. Hello from Basil. Hey from Västerås. How many? There's a lot of different people out there. Janko, you say that there are 20 different landsting. Thank you for that. I knew there was in the 20 region. I'm sorry I didn't check that out. Next up is you need to be 18 to vote, and I'm sure this is the case in a lot of other countries as well. And it's a pretty logical decision. I know a lot of people think it could be difficult for people that are just turned 18 to vote and they don't really know about the politics, but I think it's a good decision to have 18 as the legal voting age. However, though, this is interesting. This is something I learned pretty recently. You need to be a Swedish citizen in order to vote for Riksdagen, or the Swedish parliament, the country as a whole. But you don't have to be a Swedish citizen to vote for landsting or kommun. You need you can have a temporary residence permit in order to vote for those two. Which is welcome to YouTube Klubben. I'll try to announce people's subscriptions here in the Kamal Khan Ibrahimi. Welcome to the gang. But as I said, people who have been here for a shorter period of time can be with a vote for their little part of Sweden, which is I think is really good. Because they are living in that certain part of area. So I think that's very good. Let's see. I'll try to keep up with the chat. I'm sorry if I'm missing a lot of chat messages here. I'll try to do both things here. Have I voted? Yes, I have voted earlier today, and for those of you who are following me on Instagram, you can see I posted a picture of me holding the voting card sort of thing, you know, the classical, the thing that you do. All right, there's a lot of biased comments here. I'll try to skip those for now. We're moving on. In the Swedish parliament, there are 349 seats, and what is interesting to note here is that the number is odd, and I'm sure that this is a thing for other parliaments as well. But the thing why you make it an odd number is that so you don't have a political stalemate where two different sides equally want something, and then there are like an even number of votes, and you can't get anything done. So the 349 is done in that sense. There are a lot of different parties, and you can see that in the chat as well. People are mentioning a lot of different parties down there. But the interesting thing about Sweden, if you compare it to, for example, say the US, you have two major parties. You have the Republicans and you have the Democrats. But here in Sweden, we have a lot of different parties which are equally as big and equally as influential in that sense. So which is interesting. There are 2 or 3 parties that are a little bit ahead of the other ones, but since a lot of the parties are into kind of an alliance with each other, and it makes sense to vote for the little parties as well. We're gonna get into all of the parties in a little while, so please stay tuned for the little presentation of that. We're gonna go through that and also how the last election went on. Hello from Övik. How are you doing, Lloyd Carlson? How can we see the election results live? We're gonna actually look at the live election results in a little while. We're gonna actually look at the Swedish television here on the stream. And they have the live results, and it's gonna be a preliminary result. So we're not gonna get the actual result. The actual result might not even come in today. It's probably not even tomorrow, because it's gonna be a very tight race, this one. Very tight race. My Instagram ID is Nackagubben. Pretty much all my IDs are Nackagubben. So search for me, Nackagubben. I think there's a link in the description down below if I'm not mistaken. Okay, moving on. There are a lot of different small parties, but there is an actual limit, or like a boundary, where you're actually allowed to enter and get seats in the parliament, and that is 4%. And this is due to the fact that if there were there are a lot of parties, by the way. If all of these parties would get their percentage of the seats, then there would be too many different small parties which had to divide all those 349 seats on, and nothing would have been done. So there's a 4% limit, and if you don't get 4%, you're not gonna be a part of the whole grabbing seats in the parliament, if that's the formal way of saying it. It is 20 landsting, 290 kommuner, and 1 riksdag. Thank you for that, Linus. I love when you come and fact check me. It's very, very, very nice. All right. So that is a little bit of a quick facts here in Sweden. Let's jump over to Sergels Torg and see how it's going over there. It is 17 degrees, it seems. Seems okay, actually. Not as many people as I thought there would be. Very interesting indeed. So, up next, my people. We're gonna talk... Oh my god, the chat box. There we go. We're gonna talk a little bit about the parties, the different parties here in Sweden. I know a lot of you are curious. How's the results going right now? See, the voting booths, they close at 8, which is in about 40 minutes. So we have about 40 minutes to talk a little bit until things wrap up, and our friend Joachim also joins into the stream. But until that time, we have a little bit of information going on, and I know a lot of you are interested in knowing a little bit about the Swedish elections. My dad is Stefan Löfven. I doubt your dad is Stefan Löfven. Oh my god. Stefan Löfven, by the way, is the current Prime Minister of Sweden. So it's interesting to know. All right. We're gonna move, hopefully. Let me... I did the... Yeah, okay. This is good. Nice. What do you think about the new transition, by the way? So I don't know how much you see about this, but let this just sink in for a while. This is the last vote. This is 2014. So this is how it went. I'm going to use this to talk a little bit about the parties that are the biggest parties in Sweden. And at least how it went for them the last election. So we have Moderaterna is one of the bigger parties here. They got 23%, and also we have Centern, or the center party. After them we have Folkpartiet, which today has changed their name into Liberalerna, or the liberals, basically. And here we have Kristdemokraterna, or the Christian Democrats. All of these four, they are in a coalition together called the Alliance, basically, which is kind of on the right side of the political bloc sort of thingy. So all of these collaborate in a way. So if all of these together get the majority, then these are the guys who will win. But they all have different types of politics and different values in different different opinions, so different issues and stuff. We're moving on to the biggest party as of last election, which was the Social Democrats. You can see they got 31%, which is pretty much almost a third of the whole country voted for the Social Democrats. This is a party which has been one of the biggest party for a long while. They've always been in the top markings since forever I could remember. But they are in, since we have this alliance over here on the left side. I don't know if you can see my mouse. Here we go. Since we have this alliance, they add up to about 40%. They have started a coalition with, or they haven't started, this was a long time ago, together with the leftists, or vänstern as they're called in Swedish, and Miljöpartiet, or the environmental party. So these three are in a collaboration. I think they also were in a collaboration with FI, or the Feminist Initiative over here as well. So they had the majority. So these were the ones who have ruled over Sweden these past 4 years. And then we have the Sweden Democrats, or the Sverigedemokraterna here, which are on an own little flank on their own. And as you can see here, they have 12%, so they were the third largest party. We're gonna go into the predictions for this year's election in a little while, and then we're gonna see how much the different numbers have changed. I'm gonna look a little bit in the chat here. I know I'm a little bit bad about that. I bet you voted for the Liberals. Why? Why is it my bow tie? Yeah, there's a lot of I see there's a lot of political comments here. I'll try to keep this stream very impartial. I'll try to not favor any party, not try to talk shit about any party, and if I do, please tell me. I think one of the good things about a democracy is the fact that everyone is entitled to their own opinion, and I think, as much as I don't agree with certain beliefs and certain opinions, I think it's a valid way of seeing a community. It would be unhealthy if I agreed to if I were to agree to a party's every single thing, then it wouldn't be healthy, because there's always things to improve. There's always things that could go better, you know. What? Okay, try. Lycka till. Do you think the name change to the Liberals is signaling them to a possible change in their party bloc? No idea, actually. I must say that I'm not one of the biggest, like, I'm not into politics that much, but I follow it. But I can't say that I'm a good analyst when it comes to different things. I don't know whether their change to the Liberals was... I don't know why they did it. Maybe they wanted to rebrand and get a whole new thing. I have no idea. All right, we're gonna move on now. We're talked a little bit about the current big parties. We're gonna move on to the smaller parties. I think this is very interesting. I found a Wikipedia page where they list all the minor parties in Sweden, and I'm gonna go on the right column here because
Välkommen till YouTube.
Välkommen till YouTube Club. I love my own voice. Just Jordan, I hope you are having a splendid day out there. It seemed like I missed a couple of subscriptions here. I don't know why that happened. Weird. I don't know if it's the whole. I'm sorry if I missed anything. Sari, Bagley's, Pizza Donuts, Leia Longren. Thank you so much for being a part of this awesome community. But as I said, we have this right column here, and if this column is blank, it means that probably means that they didn't get any votes the last election. So I'm gonna ignore those and go for the ones that got votes last election. I would be excited when you reach 10k subs, Naka. I would be. We reached 10,000. Have I missed something? Another one. Wait, welcome Jakob. Welcome Mateim Alsaig. I'm sorry if I can't pronounce your names. Oh my god. There's a lot of. Thank you so much for joining. We're gonna look into the smaller parties here, and the first one we see here is Direkt Demokraterna, or the Direct Democrats. I don't know what that is. Political Direct Democratical. I don't know what Direct Democratical is. Very interesting party. We could have a small little look here. They wanna. Oh, okay. So they want the more powers to the people. Sounds fair. All right, then after we have the Animal Party, or Djurens Party. Sounds like a very one-question party. They got 4,000 votes last election. That's a lot. So I suppose they go for the animals. Unity Party, European Labour Party, did only get 140 votes. Then we have Feminist Initiative, which was one of the larger parties the last election. They got 194,000 votes, which equals to 3%, which is a lot. It is a lot. So they had a real upswing. I believe, as an analyst today, I believe that the Feminist Initiative is not going to get as many votes this election because there haven't been that much commercial buzz about them. And one of the analysis, that's how we say it in English, I'm sorry, is that a lot of those who voted for Feministiska Initiativ or Feminist Initiative have gone to the leftists instead, or vänster. All right, Framstegspartiet, or the Advance Party, only got 196. They don't even have a link. Hälsopartiet, or the Health Party, not a link either. Unilistan 1.8. Okay, Classic Liberal Party, Christian Party, not that much. Countryside Independent, interesting. I don't live on the countryside. Perhaps good if you live in the countryside. Cool. New Future, the Free Party, the Senior Party. Oh my god, for all the seniors out there, that's nice. 11 votes. Good job. Then we have the Pirate Party. This was a big party as well. They had it says here that they stand for personal integrity, free culture, and the limitation of Creative Commons and patents, which I think it had a lot of upswing with the whole Pirate Bay era. And you can see, I think this is the Pirate Bay logo as well. But they got 26,000 votes, which is a lot. It's 1.43%, so it's interesting. How many voters in 2018? We're gonna look at the results in a little while. You're gonna just go through this a little bit. We have the Justice Socialists, the Healthcare Party, Skånepartiet. What the hell? Okay, so Skåne is a part of Sweden. It's like down in the south. So this is a party for that region. Way to go. I don't know. Maybe it's a good thing if you live in Skåne, I suppose. But I don't know. Socialistic Party. Liquor Party. 4 votes. What the hell? Spritpartiet. The Liquor Party was a short-lived Swedish one-question party that argumented for that the Swedish alcohol consumption should be halved within the next 10 years. Interesting. I thought it was the opposite, like more booze. Okay, that makes sense. Interesting. You have the Swedish Party, or the Swedes Party, the Swedish Communist Party. the unique the road split. Interesting. A lot of different smaller parties. So this, I hope this gives a little bit of an indication of how many different parties there are to choose from. In Finland, we don't have a minimum percentage threshold. Oh, that's interesting. As I said previously, we have a 4% threshold in order to get into the parliament here. What is my favorite minor party name? I think there have been parties back in the days. I remember there was one called, as people are mentioning here in the chat, Kalle Anka Party, or the Donald Duck Party. I don't know what this stands for. And there also was a Bamsepartiet. It's just children's character figures, and they just created parties. I don't know if it's just like a satirical way of making a party. I don't know. It just sounds very, very funny. Var är Godispartiet och Bums? I don't know where they are. I don't know if they were big enough to enter this list. All right, guys. Enough about the different parties. We're gonna move on to the latest election survey here. And I'm sorry if I missed all of you guys who are subscribing. I'll try to mention all of you. Same J, welcome to YouTube Klubben. Again, I'm sorry if I miss any one of you. You should be here in the little box over there. But thank you so much for being in. But now, I'm gonna look into the latest survey. What do the survey say? So this is the current standings. As of right now, it's a very tiny list. I'll try to zoom in a little bit. Here we go. So the latest survey says that the Social Democrats have lost a lot. They had a 30% last election. They have gone down to 24. So they've lost about 6% there. It's almost 25 there. The leftists have grown a lot. They've 10% now. I can't remember what they were in the last election. Let me just say they had 5, so they've increased about 5%, which is interesting indeed. We have the Environmental Party on 4.9%. Then we have the Moderaterna. I don't know how to translate that. It's not the moderates. It's kind of like the liberals. It's on the right side. Anyways, they got 17% in the latest survey, and last time they had 23. So they've also lost a lot of percent in this election, it seems. I don't know where all these votes go to, but we'll probably see that in a little while. Hello, F1 finns där. Well, FI, yes. We have Liberalerna here, or the Liberals. They have 6%. Last time they got 5, so they are pretty much equal. They just changed their name basically. We have this Centerpartiet, or the Center Party, which have 8.2 compared to the last election got 6, so they've increased a little bit actually. So I suppose a lot of votes have gone onto the Center Party as well. The Christian Democrats have gotten 5.7. I think that's a little bit more than last time. Yes, they got about a 1% more. And then finally, or not finally, we have the Sweden Democrats, which has gotten, in this survey, they got 19.1%, which is a huge improvement from the last election where they got 12.8. So I think a lot of the votes have gone into the Sweden Democrats here. And then finally, we have a Feminist Party, which have gone down from 3% to 1%. They've lost a lot, as I had my little analytical viewpoint there. And then the rest is on the rest, 2.4 on the rest. So that's a little bit interesting.
Oj, en donation.
Oj!
Vad trevligt.
En donation! Vad trevligt.
My name, it's a joke, it's Lud.
Ludde. Okay, I thought your name was Lud. Thank you so much for those 20 Swedish crown. I hope you're having a splendid day out there and you're enjoying the stream. I love having you all here, and you're making my day a little bit better, and hopefully I can make your day also a little bit better. So that's very interesting to see. This is the current survey of how it's gonna be, but this is just done with, as you can see, there's a lot of different companies who've done this. It's CFO, Novus. There's a lot of, it's based out of 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 different companies who've done these researches. So it's going to be interesting to see how much this differs from the reality. I'm gonna reset the size here so we don't I'm trying to read up the looks like a shift away from the traditional parties and more towards the third parties. It could actually be so. Very interesting. Analysis. I don't know the English word for that. In Swedish is analys. Analyzes, I think it is, or analyzes. Analyzes. Never mind. We're gonna never mind. What did I vote for? I'm not gonna tell you what I voted for. No, but as I said previously in the stream, I'll try to be as impartial and is it impartial? Is that the word? Unbiased in this stream as possible. All right. With this done, with the whole scientifical survey opinion thingy done, we're gonna look at something a little bit less perhaps scientific. We're gonna look at what the betting company says, which of the parties will win according to the different betting companies. So to begin with, we have a site called, I'm not gonna sponsor it, it just, if you know what it is, then fine, nice. So the odds here is on the, what do you have? The Social Democrats is in the win. They were supposed to win. They supposed to get the most votes according to this company, or it's Betsson apparently. I shouldn't have said that. Never mind. And after them, it's the Sweden Democrats on 2.5, and then, which is a little bit interesting. I didn't expect this. Moderaterna, which have been the second largest party in Sweden for a long time, seems to get like a very bad odds here. It's not bad, it's, you know, higher odds means that they're less likely to win. Det heter analytics. I'm sorry. Thank you for that. And then after that, we have Centerpartiet, where the most of the other ones are very unlikely to win. So that's very interesting. We have these three parties, but it seems like the Social Democrats will get the most votes here. We're gonna look at another page, see if there's any difference over that page. Come on, load it. All right, so here we have the Social Democrats on 1.5. And here, actually, it seems like, yeah, the Sweden Democrats is on the second place again. So this kind of says the same thing. The next question is, which party will have the next prime minister? And it seems like the Moderaterna has the best chance of having that according to the odds here. And the Sweden Democrats has not as good of an odds to get at the politician as the primary minister. Prime minister. This is really interesting what you say. Hello, Yupu. How are you guys doing out there? We're going through a little bit of the info. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little bit dizzy in my head here, talking a lot. Anyways, let's have a look over in Göteborg, how things are looking. That's it, it's 16 degrees now. It's looking extremely rainy over there. And if we move to Stockholm, you can see the sun is setting over there. Oh my god, I am in Stockholm though, so, you know, it looks awesome. Oh, oh my god.
Any results for Stockholm Common and Sigtuna?
Oh, thank you so much for that, Leonardo R.O. We haven't gotten any results as of yet, and we're gonna try to get into that as soon as possible. We can actually go into that. We have a part of this little live stream is going to be We're gonna look a little bit on Swedish television here in the background. We're not gonna have the here we go. So this is Swedish television right now. There's about 1 hour, 44 minutes, and 50 seconds left until I think the first preliminary results is going to go in. So I can't really answer to the question if are there any results for the Stockholm kommun or Sigtuna. But thank you so much for those 20 kronor. So this is very interesting. We're gonna have a little bit of a watch here at the Swedish television here. It could be interesting for any one of you who's never watched Swedish television before.
Hos oss följer ni den spännande rösträkningen fram till 11:30 ungefär då vi bör ha ett valresultat.
Nackagubben! How are you guys doing? Welcome to Swedish.
Välkommen till YouTube-klubben.
Vi sänder ju till en bit efter midnatt.
Thank you so much for that, Kritika Bellica. Welcome to YouTube-klubben. I'm gonna see if they say anything that I don't know. I haven't watched this. This is the Swedish, like, following election night. We're gonna see if there's anything out of interest. Come on, raise the volume, goddammit.
Och så Anton Svensson förstås. Anton, du är redaktör på SVT ikväll.
Okay, they're gonna interview some guy here. So we're gonna have this here in the background. I don't know how laggy it is. It's probably a little bit laggy. We have a little bit left to do actually today. We're gonna put on the music. It's so freaking quiet otherwise. Later on today, we're gonna have this going on in the background. In about 15 minutes or so, perhaps even before that. It all depends on. It all depends on when Mr. Joachim or say it in Swedish. We're gonna have a guest over today. We're gonna play some games. Not the type of game that you know what it is, or it's not the type of those types of game, but. And we're going to talk a little bit about the election. I've talked a lot myself here and try to introduce you to the whole election part by myself. But it would be interesting to have a little bit of a conversation going on between me and Mr. Joachim. So stay tuned for that in about 15 minutes of time. Until that time, we'll have we'll try to get onto this. We're gonna look at Stockholm. We're gonna have a jolly good time. I'll also try to answer some questions in the chat below. I'm really sorry, there's a lot of chat going on. There are 200 people watching. God damn it, I'm a little bit nervous. But thank you so much for all of you who are tuning in. If you don't know who I am, I'm Nackagubben. I will talk about languages and stuff. There's stuff. I usually do streams over at Twitch, where I play games, like every Wednesday and Sunday. So if you know what Twitch is, be sure to go in and find me out there. I'm from Spain. Welcome from Spain. There's a lot of different people. Can we have? I'm sorry if I'm talking a lot. Can we have a little bit of an? I know there's a lot of political comments right now in the chat bar. Can we get everyone post in the chat, where are you from? Just say I am from, and then your country. It would be really interesting to see where people are from. I'm gonna try to follow this as possible. I'm from Peru, I think. I think I saw USA. We got one from USA, South Africa, Germany, Spain, Sweden, Netherlands, Peru, Greece, Indonesia, Spain, oh my god, US, London, Canada, Switzerland, Poland, Sweden, Canada, Armenia, Hungary, Argentina, Canada, Sweden, California, oh my god, Norway, Brazil, US, Italy, South Korea, Canada, Riley, oh my god, UK, Sweden, Sverige, Portugal, we got people from Stockholm as well. See, Svealand and Wakanda. Of course, we have somebody from Wakanda, no problem. Germany, Spain, France. This is amazing. And we have somebody who joined Twitch Club, and apparently I can hear that in the background. Let me update my freaking dashboard here. Microchip at work. Welcome to Touch. So as I said previously, if you haven't joined my Twitch channel, it's over on Twitch. I used to play games every Wednesday and Sunday. We have a lot of Pangaea, Croatia, Netherlands, Miami, Italy, ciao, Hong Kong, but living in Stockholm. Interesting, a lot of different people. I think this is the most amount of people I've gotten in streams. So, Swedish Election Night, guys and boys and girls. If you've just tuned into this little stream, you feel like, oh goddamn, I missed the freaking beginning. Don't worry, I will have this stream uploaded on my YouTube as soon as we end this little session over here. Welcome to Twitchklubben, Chase Glassin. Thanks for having you here. But so don't be afraid about that. It's gonna be right up there somewhere. Slovenia, we've got a lot of nice people. Well, Catalunya. Forse siamo glioti italiani. We have some Italians over here. Let's have a look over at the webcam and see what the view says. Oh my god, it's beautiful. Look at that freaking boat. He's sailing. Oh my god. Have you seen that? It's a beautiful sunset as well. I think this camera is pointing somewhat north. But what you can see there is Gamla Stan, and you can also see the city hall over there. Here in the background, let's also see Sergej's store here in Stockholm, see what the views. Oh, this is like the lightning has come up. Ooh, look at that water fountain over there. For you guys who haven't been to Stockholm, this is in the center of Stockholm. It's a very famous square called Sergels torg, as you can see here in the right bottom corner. It's 70 degrees in Stockholm right now, and it's not that many people, to be fair. And you can see the tram going by there in the background. Do a video when you're making meatballs. What? Let's also have a check over in Gothenburg. It's a little bit rainy there. You can see that it's about 16 degrees in Brunnsparken, Göteborg. I've been here. It's a lovely city, Gothenburg. I wanted to get more webcams from across the country, but unfortunately, the webcams for those, they weren't very good. And as you can see from this one, it doesn't even update that often. I think this is one per 5 minutes or so. We also have a webcam over in Stureplan, the posh part of Stockholm. This is where all the brats hang, all the posh people. It seems to be very quiet there as well. I don't know if everyone is inside and watching the Swedish television Valvaka. We're gonna look over there because we've gotten some preliminary results here. It seems like the Social Democrats are getting 24. Sweden Democrats are getting 19. The Moderaterna is getting 17.7%. And please bear in mind that this is very preliminary. It's going to change a lot during the course of this little stream here. We're going to talk as much as we can about that. Vote for Sweden. I hope we're all voting for Sweden today. And I'm trying to read the chat here as well. I'm not very good at doing two things at once, apparently. It says here that Social Democrats and the Moderaterna seems to get low numbers. However, the Sweden Democrats seems to go to a strong election, apparently. And here we can see images from the Swedish Democrats. They seems to have a little party over there. Each of the parties they've all are rented a place where they celebrate or not celebrate, depending on how it goes. It's a tradition in Sweden. I do love how the Swedish. I don't know how many of you are interested in hearing how this sounds. I can turn up the volume if you want to. Let's do it just for a little while. Listen to what they're
Skulle
saying.
du vilja sammanfatta valrörelsen? Hur har den varit tycker du?
Men den har varit intensiv och sen har det varit lite kortare också. Det kanske just har skapat
Valet ligger tidigare än vanligt.
Ja, men exakt så.
Någon mening från dig?
Thank you so much for the donation,
Love your
Babuga.
channel. Fan from US.
Oh, I love you too, Babuga. Mwah. Thank you for those $2. I hope you're having a splendid day out there.
Tidigare genom valen. Däremot har det ju florerat mycket mer fake news.
Did I vote? Yes, I voted already. For you guys who haven't followed me on Instagram, you can do that. I'm Nackagubben over there. But basically, I posted that I've voted over there. So
1,7 miljoner samtal runt om i hela landet som vi nu räknar in. Om vi får ett dåligt valresultat så beror det inte på våra lokala företrädare. Så pass mycket kan man väl säga.
Vi får se. Och jag återkommer till er om en liten stund. Men nu ska det handla mer om SD, Mats.
they're talking about the Sweden Democrats here in the background. Who did I vote for? I'm gonna be as impartial and unbiased as possible during the stream. Here we can see how the Sweden Democrats has been doing during the last years here. They had a really upswing here at 22% there in 2015.
Ska bli Sveriges största parti ikväll. Om det blir så vet ingen ännu, för osäkerheten kring partiet är extra stor eftersom många opinionsinstitut tidigare har underskattat partiet. Henrik Ekengren Oskarsson, vad är rimliga förväntningar på Sverige?
They basically say that they don't really know the number of what the Sweden Democrats has gotten, because a lot of the survey companies have often underestimated them and put them on very low numbers, and then they have gotten more. So it's one of those interesting questions that there in that regards.
Ja, alltså det är internt så verkar det vara helt, och bland de egna anhängarna verkar det vara
I'm gonna go and fetch me some water. My throat is hurting. But don't go anywhere. In 5 minutes, we're gonna, hopefully in 5 minutes, depending on, we're gonna get a guest over on the show. This is gonna be awesome. So please stay tuned to that. I'm gonna leave this in the background. I'm gonna just go and fetch me some water here in the background. We got a donation here. I don't know why it didn't get up here. Thank you so much for that, Riley and Electronic Games. $1 Canadian. Thank you so much for that. Oh, there it comes. Thank you so much for that. All of the donations are going to making the stream a lot better, and I really appreciate all of your support. I will be right back. Like, give me, you can count me down, like 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Wow.
Och här finns vår reporter Pontus Mattsson. Pontus, hur viktig är den här kvällen för Sverigedemokraterna skulle du säga?
Den är jätteviktig. Det här är kvällen, om man får tro vad Sverigedemokraterna själva säger, när de genom ett exempellös valframgång till slut ska få möjlighet att påverka de andra partierna, just genom att de blir så stora att det inte går att negligera dem längre.
Fun time! I'm back. How did I do? Was that 30 seconds? Was it? Did I do it? I got me some water. Okay, here we can see how the Social Democrats are doing. This is the current Prime Minister of Sweden. His name is Stefan Löfven. And it seems like they've gone down, as we said when we did the analytics previously. Oh god, I have to catch my breath there for a little bit. I had to run upstairs and then downstairs. It's not good. Well, it is good, pretty much. I would love to have this sort of graphics in my stream, like having, like, I don't know, green. I don't know if they have like a green screen or something. It's awesome. Deborah, you're asking how do we choose Prime Minister? That's a good question. I'm gonna lower the volume here in the background, and we're gonna put on some nice little music as well. As I said a little while ago, if you're just tuned in and you missed a lot, or you felt like you want to see what I said, I've gone through some quick facts about the elections and stuff. You will be able to see that as soon as this stream ends. Oh my god, what's happening? I'm dying. I will upload the live stream onto my channel as well. But basically, I'm talking a little bit about how we do how the elections work. However, we didn't say how the actual prime minister is chosen, and that is pretty much the party who wins gets to select the prime minister. That's in easy terms. But the fact is that a lot of the parties are in coalitions. I don't know how to pronounce it. Sue me. And for example, if the Social Democrats win, they will form a group together with the Environmental Party and the leftists. And so the prime minister will be the Social Democratic spokesperson, pretty much. Lugn jävlar vad du pratar snabbt. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I should slow down a little bit. I'm a little bit excited. There are 220 people watching the stream. I'm really sorry if I'm too stressful in that way. But it's just like I'm very excited when you guys show appreciation. I cannot lie. It's hard to hide the emotions there. Finland, Perkele. You should have said Swami. I'm sorry. Let's put out the volume here. They're talking about the Moderaterna here in the background. We can lower the volume a little bit here.
Love, hur är stämningen bland Moderaterna ikväll? De har ju inte haft så mycket opinionsmätningar att glädjas åt dem heller.
Nej, det har de inte, och det är någon form av tillkämpad optimism här. Internt räknar man med att man landar någonstans kring 16-19%.
Good job for not being biased. Thank you. I'm trying my best. I know it's easy to go on and do opinions and stuff, but I'll try to stay as biased as possible and not talk about certain parties and not.
Ja, då sa han att han kommer ändå att betraktas som en vinnare om han lyckas få
if they have any preliminary results for Moderaterna, which is today it seems like Moderaterna is going to be the third largest party in Sweden, about 17%. Here we go. Oh yeah, they've lost a lot. They've lost a lot, gone from 23 to 15. Yeah, that's interesting. Here they had a different leader for the Moderaterna party about here. They switched to this guy, Ulf Kristersson. They had a different person who had the job previously, but nobody really believed in her. So they switched, and it seems like it's going upwards now again. TV people don't look happy. Why? I think, especially in this channel, which is Swedish television, this is owned by the state. They'll try to make TV that is unbiased and serious in a way. There are people, of course, that look happy on TV. That's not, I don't know. How long after the election do the new people get their seats in Riksdagen? That's a very good question, Shane Ritz. I actually don't know, and it all depends on how it goes after they after all of the votes have gone in and they know exactly how many percentages are going into the different parties. It is actually believed that we won't know tonight who won the election. We might not even know tomorrow who won the election, and that is due to the fact that all of the biggest parties are very close and they are in different coalitions with each other, so that they will probably need to argue and, you know, get along with each other before they can realize which party actually won and who's going to be the prime minister and get the majority of the votes, pretty much. I'm not watching the live results. Okay, well, let's update this. Come on, update. Here we go. Here's how much of a trust people have in the party leaders. It seems like the most trust is in Moderaterna, which is in 35%, and then we have Centern, which is pretty interesting, 33% there. Very interesting indeed. All right, guys, let's have a little bit of a look over Stockholm and see what the weather looks like. The sun is it's slowly setting. It's getting colder, 16 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is for. If anybody cares of translating that into translate that, then please go ahead and do that. It looks very nice. Very nice. I don't know how cold it would be to be on a boat over there right now. Hello, Haley. I hope you're having a splendid day out there. In a short little while, we're gonna be guest. We're gonna have a guest. I know we're a little bit overdue. I said about 8 o'clock we should have a guest on the show, and the guest of today is Joakim from Said in Swedish, but we haven't heard anything from him yet. Oh my god, we're getting something here in the background. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna talk a little bit more of the elections. I will try to stay put on the chat, but we're gonna try to have a little discussion. I know Joakim has his opinion of the elections. I know he knows a lot about stuff that I don't know, so it's gonna be interesting to talk with him regarding that. And then later on we're gonna play a game, and it would be really fun if you would tag along and do the game together with us. It's actually gonna be me and Joakim are gonna play, but in the end you can join in as well if you want to. That would be awesome. See, he's saying that he's on his way in here. We can. Sorry about this. Let's go over and see what the Swedish television is telling us right now. It's still about which party has the most trust for the leaders and stuff. There was the preliminary time for getting the preliminary results. I don't know what I'm talking about. My English is slowly deteriorating. But it said to be at, I think, 9 p.m. we're gonna get a preliminary result. I think we've gotten some kind of a preliminary result so far, but it looks pretty much like the result that we got or that we gone through earlier. And then I believe that at 10 p.m. we're gonna get the finalized result in that regard. Swedish people as reliable as ever. Nice. This is not live TV. The countdown on the SVT stream you're watching is wrong. Is it? Interesting. Let me see if I can find the right stream. 1 second. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see. We're just joining in here. See if this is a little bit more accurate. This should be right now. So here are from the different parties. They have their where they're waiting for the results. So this is the Liberals. We have the L up there, as you can see. So this is somebody's pocket apparently. And here we are on the Moderaternas. Wait, I'm American. What I'm doing? Have they got fika? I hope they've gotten fika. I'm trying to get in my good friend Joachim in here. He's a little bit late. I don't know. He's gonna stream on his own over at his channel. So if you're interested in watching what he's doing, be sure to check out Say It in Swedish. And he's gonna live stream pretty much the same as we're doing now. But nobody's Swedish here, but Nackagubben. I'm sorry about that. If I'm the only Swede, we're gonna look how it looks over in Gothenburg. And as I said, in a little while, we're gonna have a game going on. So be sure to stay put. And it would be really fun to see if you guys are tagging along. It seems like the lights are going up here in Gothenburg as well. It's a little bit cold over there, isn't it? It's very cold. And on Stureplan over in the posh part of Stockholm, it seems very empty of people. Oh, okay, we got some interesting news here. Here we have the current preliminary results. It seems like, oh my god, the music. It seems like Sweden Democrats has 9.2. And it seems like here we have the two blocks. We have the red and the blue blocks, which are consisting of, as I said previously, the different parties who have formed like an alliance. So as you can see right now, it's extremely even between the right wing block, the blue party or the blue block here, and the red block over there, which they are on 39.4 on the red, and the blue one has got 39.6. So it's extremely close. It seems as well as the Social Democrats have done a really bad election right now. They have 26%, and apparently somebody's telling the leader for that party to quit, basically, because of the bad election. It seems also as the environmental party, they are the ones who are talking right now. They have gone down as well. They only have 4.2%, as well as the Moderaterna has gone down as well. The winners in this election seems to be Sverigedemokraterna, the Christian Democrats, the Liberals, and the leftists, basically. Centern as well, the center party. M stands for Moderaterna. I don't know if that the correct translation is. It's not the moderates, but if somebody knows the a good translation for Moderaterna who's Swedish, then please feel free to post it down below in the description. Very interesting. It's very close. It's very close. Probably there's gonna be a whole huge debate whether this is gonna be a thing or not. Whether the huge thing is going to be which of these blocks is going to be the ruling party, and if it's too close, there's going to be, it's probably going to take several weeks in order to settle who's going to be the ruling party, because they need to settle on what they're going to do. Is M the Sweden Democrats? No, the yellow one over here is Sweden Democrats, the SD. I don't know what I'm doing. It's like that there. And so the yellow part, as you can see here in the middle, I don't know, my hand is chopped off, is the Sweden Democrats. They have their own little block because we have a coalition between the blue parties, which is Moderaterna, the Liberals, Centern, and the Christian Democrats. And then on the red side we have the Vänstern, the leftist, the Social Democrats, and the Environmental Party. The moderates is a quite accurate translation, isn't it? I don't know. I haven't really thought about trying to translate the different parties into English before. Very interesting to know. So, okay, somebody suggests moderate conservatives? Perhaps. Could perhaps be it. TV4 announced their exit, 16% for the Sweden Democrats, only a few percent increase from 4 years ago. Yeah, it seems like the TV4's survey compared to the SVT one that we're looking at right now is a bit different. So it's going to be very interesting to see. We have a whole night in front of us in order to see what's actually going to be the final result. So even though this is the preliminary guesses of what's going to be happening, it's far from what was going to be in the end. So very interesting. Oh, the Swedish Democrats doing well. They're gone up since the last election. That's as much as I can tell you right now. And as I said previously, we're waiting for Mr. Joachim to join in. He seems to be having a little bit trouble starting his stream over at his channel. He seems to have had his VPN or something on, which is a rookie mistake in my opinion. But yes, please stay tight. We're gonna play a little game. We're gonna talk a little bit about the Swedish elections, so feel free to talk about Joachim. Who? That's a good question. Joachim has a YouTube channel. His YouTube channel is called Say It in Swedish. He teaches Swedish, pretty much. I know I'm talking a lot about Swedish and Sweden in general, but his channel is a little bit more like learning how to talk Swedish, while I'm talking a little bit about cultures and languages as a whole. And Joachim and I we've done streams before, and it's just gonna be interesting to talk. He's got a stream as well, so you're gonna probably hear my voice at his stream as well. 200 people watching. This is incredible. Thank you so much, all of you who was watching and showing your appreciation. You're the one who makes this like possible. To be honest, I've sat whole day today and just preparing the stream, like making all the freaking logos up there. Do you see the Swedish Election Night? I've done like the different settings. I've done the whole, I don't know, the transitions and stuff. And that's just because I love doing it, and I know that I will get appreciation for it because there's a lot of really nice people out there. And I quickly want to say thank you to all of you who are here and watching and supporting the channel. It's making my day a whole lot brighter, and I hope that I somehow can make your day a little bit brighter as well in the future as well. Hopefully right now, who knows. Sometimes I have a trouble, like all Swedes have a trouble, not all Swedes, but most of Swedes. If like, for example, we're talking about to Joachim, he's gonna say something else, but in my case, most of the Swedes have trouble praising themselves, me included, but sometimes you have to, you know. Dude, congrats, this is great for non-Swedes too. Thank you so much for that. I hope this is somewhat educational. I know that I keep on rambling and doing stuff, but hopefully you've gotten some kind of idea of what the election is about. As I said in the beginning, I'm not an expert in the election. I think it's very interesting because this is a big day for Sweden. It's a big day. It's gonna decide who's gonna rule the country for the next 4 years. So you have to be a little bit interested in it. Here we can see the preliminary results from SVT's opinion research, it seems. Thank you, Josh Kuhn, for that comment. Watching for Germany, nice. Hello, I'm not good at Germany. I was about to try German, but no. Who do I support? Again, I'll try to stay as unbiased as possible. I'll try to be as unbiased and impartial as possible. To maintain a good vibe. Also because I think this stream should be from an educational point of view. I don't mean to go in and I don't want to put my own opinions upon you guys. I know all of you are entitled to your own opinion, and I'm fine with that. I think that's the cool part about democracy. I love that part of democracy, that you and we can totally disagree about a lot of things, but still we live in the same world together, and I think we should cherish that and, you know, try to get along as best as we can. And that is why I love democracy that much, you know. Okay, so we got some reports here on TV4. It seems like there's a different set of numbers over there. I'm gonna go here in the background to see if I can get the numbers over there. I don't know why I got that accent there. I'm also as we're talking, I'm trying to get a hold of Joachim here in the background. It seems like here we got a nice little overview. Here we can see the 3 blocks that we have in Sweden. So we have the red-green on 140 positions in the party, and remember, as I said in the beginning of the stream, we have 349 seats in the Swedish parliament, and it seems like the blue bloc party is gonna get the most, about 141, and the red green is gonna get 141. No, 40, sorry. I keep messing that up. And it seems like Sweden Democrats is going to be there in the... Now we're going to see. It seems like we're getting a phone call from a good friend. So we're going to see if we can join over to talk with Joachim. Hello, how are you doing, Joachim?
Hello, Nackagubben.
Nackagubben, that's me. How are you doing?
I'm fine. I had to eat.
Yeah, and you really needed to put your VPN on and stuff, you know?
No, I had to turn it off.
Yeah.
Because it's not optimal to stream to 2 YouTube channels with VPN on.
No, I see. So, for you guys who don't know, Joachim is running his own channel. It's called Saying in Swedish, and he is streaming right now, so you're probably going to hear my voice through his live stream as well, which is cool.
Very cool.
Very cool. It's always nice to hear your own voice all the time.
Definitely.
How have you watched the elections, the valvaka? So far, the election night.
I'm watching right now to get the results, but I haven't really. I didn't have time to watch it for real.
No, that's fine. But it seems like right now, it seems like it's going to be a very close call. It's going to be very close. It seems right now, the red-green block seems to get... I said seems like 300 times in that sentence. Never mind. The red-green block seems to get 39.4%, and the blue block is getting 39.6%. So it's very tight.
That's very, very, very close, and that's what's interesting about this election, because we have a lot of people that want a lot of change. So there are 2 very strong forces here today.
Yes, that is indeed correct. And on the other hand, we have the Sweden Democrats who have seem to have gotten a lot of votes as well. They've gone up from 12% up to 19%, so they've increased a lot, it seems.
Yes.
And here we can see the different mandatfördelning, which is something I can't really translate into English more than different seats. How many seats they get. And as you can see, the red-green party get 140 seats. And I think that the blue block is getting about 141. And here they're trying to get, if the Social Democrats were to collaborate with the Liberals, they would get a lot more. So there's probably gonna get a lot of we're gonna get a lot of days here in the future. They're gonna try to discuss back and forth.
Looks like my stream or my TV stream is pretty delayed, because I got that screen now. I had no idea what you were talking about, because I couldn't see it.
Yeah, but as well, I've seen people in the chat telling me that they're watching the TV4 stream, and that it's completely different results on that one. So it seems like we're still very much in the blind.
What I wanted to say is that we actually have an official site for these results that just went live.
Ooh, is that so?
It says that 0 districts have been counted so far. Let me try to refresh that and see if something has happened. I don't know where the TV station is getting where they get their results from, because this site is like the official source for
exactly.
These type of statistics. So I don't know. It's not loading right now, so I guess a lot of people are interested in some real-time results.
I suppose that this thing that we see here on the screen right now is probably still from the different surveys that they've done so far.
Probably. It's hard to tell because we cannot hear what they are saying right now, but I would say that, yeah.
We have somebody here in chat saying these are the exit polls. Are these guys really from Sweden? They are clueless. What do... maybe I am clueless, apparently. So it could be that we're looking at something. They're probably saying something there in the background. I can't hear what they're talking about.
We have 1 district counted right now out of 6,004. And it looks like the Social Democrats in that district are getting 26%. The moderates are getting only 20%. And then we have the Social Democrats with 22%. So this is going to be very interesting. This is
very
only
tight.
1 district, mind you, but this is going to be very interesting. Because the Sweden Democrats, they have never had such a good year.
No, it's very interesting, and it's probably gonna mess up with the whole when they're deciding on who's getting what seats and who's gonna decide and who's gonna be in what coalition and stuff. Very interesting indeed. But as you say, I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say that I'm very nervous. It doesn't matter who wins or not. I'm just nervous because this is it feels eerie and different than other years.
Yeah, but then again, I must say I felt a little bit nervous like the last election as well. I always feel nervous because I think it's the whole uncertainty. You don't know what's gonna happen, and it's very interesting indeed. And I can also update you on the fact that there are 205 viewers here who's watching the stream. It's very, very fun to see that there's so many. And I can see that there's a lot of comments down below in the chat section. I'm sorry if I can't catch up with all of you. But thank you so much for tuning in.
I'm just gonna see, someone is asking, what website are you using? And do you mean for the real-time results? I'm just gonna paste it into my chat here and here, and I will send you the link if you need it. So
nice, thank you. We got a nice little link here from Mr. Joachim, so we're gonna try to get that up here to get the real statistics here in the stream, see if it loads at all. My computer has a lot to work on right now. To be fair, I'm gonna try to shut it down. It's Chrome eating up everything I have and own right now. Come on, let's not
refresh this for see if something.
Okay, it's very slow.
Happened.
It's not going very good.
Yeah, I think there are a lot.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. So this is the counting is currently ongoing. They have counted 2 out of 6,004 districts. So we have a long way to go, but as you can see, it's kind of like they anticipated, but it's going to change a lot during the whole course of the stream. Professional video, Nackagubben and Joachim. Thank you. Swedish politics are interesting. Yes, they are. Or what do you think? Are you normally interested in politics, Joachim?
Yes and no. I mean, it's for me personally, I think there has been a lot of like people aren't looking at ideas anymore, or maybe they never did, but it feels like there's just that's my ideology and that's yours, and so your ideas are automatically bad, and my ideas are super duper good. And what I would want to see is more like looking at ideas and not at like, oh, that party is bad.
Yeah.
Just because this is the sake of it. But yeah, I think, and of course, I'm more interested in Swedish politics, and because Sweden is my home country, and also German politics interests me a little bit because I live here, but I cannot vote here. So
no, exactly.
But it still interests me, like what is gonna happen. So
yeah, and as you say, it's very interesting that the fact that today it's more about telling somebody what you don't like rather than telling you what the best solution is. It seems like when people are debating about whether certain areas in school and medical and stuff like that, they're more bashing rather than telling people that we should rather do this instead of
exactly,
which I think is really weird. That I think that people should more focus on the improvement rather than telling you that this is just bad, you know.
Yeah, that's exactly my point. That's what I feel is the climate right now, not only in Sweden but almost everywhere. So I want to see a change in that, of course, but that's probably not gonna change very soon.
No.
But it's gonna be interesting to see what's gonna happen in Sweden, because, like I said, a lot of people want a lot of change fast, and then there's this counter force, which is also pretty great, a great force, which means that it could be a very tight race.
Yeah,
which makes me nervous.
It does. Seems that on the Swedish television they're talking about where people are coming from when they're switching parties. It seems like we can see here where the most votes are coming from the other parties into the other. You can see about 90% of the Social Democratic previously voted on Sweden Democrats and now are going to the Swedish Democrats and stuff for the Social Democrats. Very interesting. I thought
that's very interesting.
I thought there was mostly moderates or whatever they're called.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. But we can see that, well, they are also very represented there.
Yeah.
But I thought it would not be so much from the Social Democrats.
Exactly.
So that's interesting.
Exactly. All right. Have you? Are you getting warm there on your stream, or you have double stream,
so.
right?
Yeah, I have a double stream. I also have a German stream.
Oh my god!
And yeah, it's.
Can you say something in German to all of the viewers there and here? I assume there are people in my stream as well that are German.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. Unfortunately, I have no one to dub me for that stream, so they or us, so they will have to see or watch this stream in English. If you are wondering why I'm looking outside of my picture, it's because I have my chats there. So,
okay.
Let's see. I'm just gonna check my chat real quick because now I'm pretty bad at reading it.
No worries.
So, hallo Leute, alle deutschsprachige Zuschauer. Ich hoffe, es ist ganz okay, dass wir hier auf Englisch labern. denn Johann hier, er spricht kein Deutsch oder wenig Deutsch, zumindest ein bisschen Deutsch, glaube ich, kann er sprechen.
Aber ich kann Deutsch sprechen. Verstehen? I probably messed that up, sorry.
Also tut mir leid, dass das hier auf Englisch ist, aber wir haben leider keine Synchronsprecher eingestellt für diese Streams.
So we're having a little bit of he's talking to a stream here in the background. I don't understand a single bit of what he's talking about, but we are soon going to go into we're gonna keep the election part going here in the background, and we're gonna soon jump into a little bit of a game, hopefully. Hello, I'm back.
Hello.
So, are you ready to play a little bit a game? I've tried to warm up the audience here, to get this going. I don't know. We're gonna try to have the elections going here in the background as well, so we're not gonna completely leave that aside. You know, it's a very interesting election going on here. But
yes, we are gonna have the TV stream on my stream as well, or we are having it here, so at least people can follow some of the statistics. I would rather have this statistic from vol.se, but it's not really loading at the moment. There are too many people interesting in this.
Yeah, I assume that the whole site is going down pretty much.
Yeah, or maybe it could also getting DDoSed because
people. All right, guys. I'm sorry if I interrupted you there, but we're gonna jump into a little game and have a little bit of an intro going on my stream, so you can probably tell your audience what they're gonna expect. See you in a little bit. So we're gonna jump into a little bit of a game. I'm gonna do. I've done this little intro. I'm so freaking pretentious, but I love you guys. That's why I do these things. Okay. Hopefully this won't lag as much. I think this will lag a little bit. Okay. That lagged a little bit. Let me do that one. I've spent a little while doing that. Let's do it again. There we go. Describe and draw. Oh my god.
So
damn it. Fuck. Oh, I have buttons that just do weird stuff. I'm sorry. I went to the post stream. What's happening? So I've introduced a little game here. I don't know if you saw the intro. I did the most professional.
You have to show me later because I'm not watching your stream.
Okay, sorry. But there was a little bit of intro. So what we're going to do here today, we're going to play a little game that I made up myself. It's not what I made up myself. It's probably been done several times before. It's called Describe, Draw. And you can participate on Twitter if you're interested in doing this. We started in a hashtag called Describe Draw, as you can see there. So if you're a member of Twitter, you can participate as well. We're gonna have a look at the different posts on Describe and Draw. Let's see. We can go over here, see if anything has happened. It doesn't seem like anything has happened so far. Let's update this page. No, it's still empty, and it all makes sense. Okay, so I'm gonna tell the rules to all of you guys out there. The game goes in the fashion that we're gonna go in turns, me and Joachim, and we're gonna play against each other, and hopefully you guys out there as well. I'm going to describe an image in like in geometry, pretty much, and you're gonna attempt to draw what I'm telling you to draw, and then we're gonna see how similar your drawing is to my drawing, it's gonna be very interesting to see. So if you're interested to tag along, be sure to open up MS Paint or whatever drawing program you have out there. It would be really fun to see if other people would tag along in doing these ones as well. And we will keep on talking about the elections while we do this. So Joachim, the first, I think I'm gonna go the first round here because I'm the host of my own show.
Do that.
So
I'm trying to figure out where I'm gonna place this, but I guess the TV stream is gonna go for a while, and there we have my no, we don't.
What?
Technical difficulties. Hold on for just a second. The viewers need to see this. There we go.
Nice. And all of you out there, be sure to get ready as well. Open up MS Paint, Photoshop, or whatever you're having, and be ready to draw with your own hands and post it to, as you can see over here, hashtag describe draw. We're gonna look at all of the pictures. Hopefully there are gonna be any pictures. Last time we did this, so it wasn't as popular, but hopefully it's gonna be awesome. So I'm gonna describe something here for all of you, including Joachim as well. We're gonna look at Joachim's picture as well here on the stream. Sure, Joachim is the best artist in the world.
I'm the best. Better than the rest.
Yes, that's how you say. All right. Are you ready? Are you guys ready out there? Are you having your MS Paint out, ready? Are you ready, Joachim?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
Here we go.
Here we go. Okay, so let's begin with the drawing a square. Everyone draw a square.
Everyone, also you people in my stream.
Everyone, I mean everyone.
Open MS Paint or whatever software you want to use, or maybe just take a notebook or and draw and then take a picture.
Exactly.
So draw a square.
Are you from Nacka? No, I'm not from Nacka, but I live in Nacka as of now. That's why my name is like that. All right. Have you done a square?
I have.
Nice. I think squares are not that difficult. When you've done the square, can you please do 2 circles equally as big next to each other at the top, close to the top of the square?
Close to the top.
Yeah, kind of close to the top. on the upper part of the square.
Connected or not?
Yes, they should be connected at 2 circles.
I mean to the thingy.
No, not connected. No. Just a part of the top, basically.
Oh my god.
It's gonna be so interesting to see what you guys have drawn here when I describe this. All right, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Cool. I hope you guys are ready outside out there as well. After you've done those 2 circles, on each side of the circle, like in the lower part of the outer parts of the circle, you know, on the left and right side of the circles, make an upside down U, like the letter U, like an arch.
Where?
On each side of both of the circles. So on the left circle, it should be on the left bottom side, an upside down U.
Wait, okay.
And on the other side, on the right circle, there should be an upside down U, but on the opposite side.
Right.
Cool.
Whatever.
And inside those circles, it should be 3 dots like a bowling ball. Or a coconut. I don't know.
On the side, on the circle.
Yeah, or with, it's not a circle, it's the like upside down U sort of thingy.
Oh, right. Mm-hmm.
And okay, from the center of those 2 upside down U's, draw like an arch, an arch between those 2, like going, below the 2 circles as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice. Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, between the two circles, the big circles there, draw an upside down U again.
Oh man, I cannot do it. There we go.
All right, and okay, from the arch that goes from between the two upside down U's.
Yes.
Draw an even slanter arch connecting those 2 points. You know what I'm talking about?
What points?
From the start of within the center of those 2 upside down U's.
Okay.
Welcome, Marcel, to YouTube Klubben. Hope you're having a splendid day out there. We're playing a little bit game called Describe and Draw. You can join in too as well and try to draw what I'm telling you to draw and post it there on Twitter. All right, are you done?
I'm done. Are you guys done? I hope you're. Are you playing along?
Yes. In this little thing that you've done now, those 2 arches that are connected,
yes.
In the top section of it, make 2 squares next to each other.
2 squares.
Got pretty small.
Almost. I think I'm almost figuring out what this might.
And below it should be like how you would draw a seagull.
A seagull.
Yeah. Below those 2.
I see what you
mean.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Okay. Below the 2 arches, make an upside down seagull. We have a question here in the chat. Which party will win in your opinion? I'll try to be as unbiased as possible when we're talking about it. We're going to get back to the election as soon as possible. All right. Okay. Within the 2 circles now, draw 2 tiny circles kind of close to each other. Not in each of the squares. Sorry.
In the squares?
No, circles. Within the circles, draw tiny circles within those 2 circles. Close to each other, kind of.
Close to each other?
No, like close to the middle part of those 2 circles.
Yeah.
And then within those circles, draw another circle.
Oh.
All right?
All right.
And on top of the circles, draw 3 lines upwards from the circle, starting from the circle, like 3 next to each other. Hello, Yanko. Welcome back.
From which circle?
From both of the circles. It should be 3 lines on each of those circles pointing upwards.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we should be kind of done. This is gonna be interesting. I'm going to jump into the browser here. You have I have a browser here, hopefully. Yes. Nice. I'm going to have to paste what it should look like. Okay? No, that's not how that's a link. Nice.
Hold on. Wow.
Can you paste in an image there, Joachim?
I'm gonna try now.
I wonder if I can paste this in here. There we go.
Mails.
Here. And this is what I tried made you draw. So let's see if you can paste your image here as well.
I need to find it up now. And there we go. Oh. Okay.
Please paste.
I need to have my audience see this as well. Somehow. Hold on.
You're not very well prepared.
No, well, we didn't have time to prepare this particular thing before, so I did not.
And for you guys out there who's watching and just tune in, we're gonna get back to the elections just after this little short game that we're playing. So be sure to tune in for that.
Paste this somehow.
Yeah, please paste it in.
There we go.
Here we go. Oh my god, that is. Oh my god, what have you done? What have you done?
Yeah, what
the
have I
two
done?
circles outside of the square. Oh my god. Well, you kind of got it. I can see.
Kinda. Kinda. I understood that those lines were not gonna be there, but it sounded like you wanted them to.
So this is a good good experiment to see how well I how well I describe to you. We have a question here. Which was the hashtag? The hashtag was describe draw. Hashtag describe draw. So if you post your images on describe draw, we're gonna see if we can up that and see if people has done equally as good as Joachim has done. We have not gotten any tweets as of yet, so very interesting. We're gonna jump back into that as soon as possible, but let's have a look over how the election is going in Sweden. I'm gonna put you on a hold a little bit here, Joachim.
Yes, please.
All right, we're gonna jump back into the Swedish election. I'm gonna try to lower the volume here of the music a little bit. So it seems like the current results, we're gonna try to raise the volume here a bit. It seems like the Christian Democrats is going to a strong election. It seems that they're almost getting 8%, which is awesome for them, basically. They didn't do as well of an election last year. And again, if you want to join in and play the game that we just did, be sure to post your images to Twitter, hashtag describe draw, and we will go through that. I think we already got one here. We have one who's played along. Thank you. I'll see if I can paste this one in. We got one. Check it. Describe draw. We got the browser up here. Here we have one tweet from Alberta Dalt. This is supposed to be SpongeBob. It's very nice, very nice. This is how it should have looked. This is what we're looking for. We'll see if I can copy this image and get this image in here as well. We got that. Nice. Here we have I'll try to make a big document out of people's drawings. It looks awesome. Thank you so much for that, Alberta. Is there an app that I can use this on my phone? There is not an app, and hopefully we'll make sure to do one of those in the future. I'll see if I can find one of those. So if you're interested in joining in on the next round of this, be sure to open MS Paint or whatever drawing program that you have and send your images to hashtag describe draw. Let's go back into SVT or the Swedish television and look at how it's going right now. The Social Democrats is going to a historical bad election, it seems. Even the moderates is going badly as well. However, though, the Christian Democrats seem to go forward, and as well as the environmental party is going pretty bad. This is if the young people would have the say in the matter. Then it would look like this instead. It would look like the moderates would get the most, Social Democrats will get the second, then the Sweden Democrats only on 13 apparently. So perhaps a lot of the voters are a little bit older there, and then also the leftists is going very strong there. Very interesting indeed. let's have a look over how the sunset is going over in Stockholm. We have a very nice oh my god, that webcam is trying to do some kind of night vision mode that is not going very well. It used to be a very nice little sunset going over, and on Sergels Torg we have a night going. It's not still very few people out and moving. I suppose a lot of people are watching the live valcast. It's called Election Night on TV. And over in Gothenburg seems to be a quiet night over in Brunnsparken. So yeah, there we go. Very interesting indeed. So it's gonna be a long night in order, and as I said earlier, it's gonna be far away from knowing which party won which tonight. It's probably gonna be not even going to be tomorrow because it's so tight between the different two blocks of parties. As you can see here, we have the green party block is on 39.4%, while the blue block is on 39.6. So it's very, very even. And it seems like the Sweden Democrats is getting 19.2 as of now. What we could do, though, I've gotten a very nice little link from the live. These results are based out of oh my god.
Just because you are the best, grinning face with big eyes.
Thank you so much for that, Josh Kuhn. You are the best. Thank you so much for those 5 euros. You're making this stream a reality, and I appreciate every single contribution. Thank you so much for that. I hope you're having a splendid day out there. All right, so we're gonna have a look here on the very interesting. This is actually live, so, and this is the actual what is it called? The company, and it's not a company, but it's a. I don't even know the English word for it. I'm trying to update the page. It's very slow. I assume that it's probably getting DDoSed. A lot of people is in on this side right now, so it's gonna load a little bit slow, but. Here we can see on this side, we can see in live. It's not in live. It's not gonna like update, but you can see how many of the Swedish districts have been counted. And as you can see, the web page is unreachable, which is a little bit sad in that situation. So we're gonna move over here to SVT, the Swedish television. Janko, have you seen the footage of which part of Sweden look like these days? I don't know what what you mean by that. Actually, here we have on the screen right now on the Swedish television, they're acting. Is it a good proposition to receive lower amount of refugees or not? As you can see, the Sweden Democrats think it's a good decision to take less refugees to the country. Almost about 94% of the voters for Sweden Democrats think that. All right, so let's see here in the background if I can get the live statistics to work again. I'm trying to update here in the background. Sorry about that. It's a little bit of a technical issue here on the live stream, but it's, election night on my stream. Who knows these days what things are gonna see. If Joachim is ready. To go back, it doesn't seem like we're getting any real reports here. Might be so that Joachim has other information that we do not have. In Aftonbladet's website, there's an initial results if you want. That is very interesting indeed. We're gonna see. All right. Hello, Joachim. How are you doing over there? Are you surviving?
I'm surviving. I was just saying that. What is this? I just saw that you pasted something into the document. I was just saying that I have a lot of to focus on.
Yeah.
And I'm a bit overwhelmed right now.
It is a lot of things to go. We have the game going on in the background. We have the election. I got an image here on Twitter, which we're not gonna look at. But it seems also like it seems like the live election page is not really updating very well. It's I can't reach it.
It looks like they actually it loaded, and it looks like they just closed it down.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the live maybe I was redirected, but it looks like it's just telling me that. Oh wait, 30. We have an update here. So 34 districts have been counted, and as of now, the moderates, they have gone down to 17%.
Straight, like point blank, 17%, and then we have the Social Democrats on 24.8%, and the Sweden Democrats on 20.6%. So yeah, they went down. Yeah.
A bit, and Social Democrats went up.
How many districts have been counted so far?
34. So not a lot.
Okay.
But it's still interesting. We have like the Feminist Party has 0.5% as of now, and other parties have 1.2%, which is also interesting.
Yeah.
It would be nice to know which parties those are, but I would imagine, like, we have the Pirate Party, for instance, they would probably get something, but we won't know, at least not as of now.
No. According to SVT, the Swedish television, we have it's kind of like the same. You have still the same numbers. It seems like Social Democrats is getting 26%, moderates is getting 17-ish, and Sweden Democrats is about 19. So, and it seems like it's very close to what it's been since the oh my god. Alexi,
keep up the good content, guys.
Perkele, keep up the good content, guys. Thank you so much for those €2, Alexi himself. Kiitos, as we say. And for you guys who don't know Alexi, he's a really nice YouTuber from Finland. We've done some collaborations as well, so be sure to check him out as well. I'm sure he's doing some kind of trying to promote himself on my stream here. I can't blame it though. Can't blame it. Did I sound very rude there when I said that?
It's all right.
So, we meet again, Alexi. Satana, it's my favorite Finn, it seems. People are saying. All right. Do you think we should do another round of Describe Draw a game?
Yeah, let's do another round.
Thank you for the shout out, Perkele. Very nice there, Alexi, to have you going on there. All right, guys, we are going to go back into the little draw game, and yet again, if you're interested to join in, be sure to do that. I will do the little intro here again because I spent a little while to do that. So okay. My computer does not like that intro.
My God.
My computer does not like that.
Failure.
Yeah,
this will go to history.
Yeah, it is. And look at that. What's happening to the donation there? And we have Alexi's donation there is not visible. I don't know what's happened. It does not.
Sorry, I just have to take this question because someone asked a somewhat relevant question. So we have, is there like a limit that a party has to get more than?
Yeah, a threshold basically.
To a threshold, exactly, to get into the parliament, and that is 4% if they did not change it without telling me.
Yeah, no, it's 4%. That's correct. So in order to not have as many smaller parties enter the whole thingies, then we have that. Apparently they don't have that threshold in Finland, somebody said in the chat. I don't know if that's true or not, but very interesting.
But they don't have a lot of small parties in their parliament, so there must be some kind of threshold.
Hello, Supercliff. It's going well over here. We're going to play a short little round of Describe Draw, and then we're going to join back into the election and talk a little bit more about the election. Hopefully, the results have changed a little bit, but we're going to play a game called Describe Draw, me and Joachim. We did a round over this, and you can participate as well if you're interested. So what you're going to do is bring out your Microsoft Paint or Photoshop or whatever you're having, maybe a pencil and a block of paper. Block of paper? That's very Swinglish of me to say. And post that image when you're done over at #DescribeDraw, and we're gonna look into all the different images that we got. Okay, so I'm going to open up Microsoft Paint now because you are the one who's gonna describe the image for me here.
Yes, I'm going to describe. I get to do something very nice. Tell me when you want me to start. When you are
I'm
ready.
100% ready.
You're 102% ready.
No, I'm always 102% ready. 102% ready. I was born ready.
You were all right. And I just wanted to tell you all guys to please join. This is a lot of fun. Because I speak from experience, because I just drew something and it looks like ground beef.
Ground beef?
It looked like tacos.
What? What are you talking about?
It was a mess. It was a mess. So this can be fun. Please join in and then upload to Twitter if you have Twitter, and if you don't, you just get that Twitter just
right now
for this hashtag. No. All right, so I have my picture here, and I'm going to describe it to you right now.
Do it.
So
do it.
make a horizontal line.
A horizontal line. Okay, we're gonna draw a horizontal line
from right to left, or left.
Yeah, well,
to right.
It's a horizontal line. Okay. Yep.
All right, you're ready. So to the right, like to the end, or at the end of that, you can make a vertical line. Maybe maybe make it a fifth from like.
You're very specific right now.
Don't make it too tall.
Okay.
So the height might be like a fifth from the horizontal line. There we go.
We see we have a bit of people in the chat going on and painting with us right now. Hello, how are you doing, Timmy? We're drawing a little bit of a game. Joachim is describing a picture here for us. All right.
Thank you, Jack, for the very nice comment. The way you speak is really relaxing.
Yeah, and,
maybe
and some people have commented and say that you sound depressed.
Again, today too.
No, not today, but other times. Never mind. Keep on. Keep on going.
I've been more tired than this.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you so much. Maybe I should rename my streams to Swedish Election ASMR or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's keep going. I need to simplify this a bit. So let's make a slanted line to the left.
Of what?
Of the horizontal line. Sorry. So make a slanted. Make a a bit not like a vertical line, but not straight. Make it slant a bit to the left.
What?
So start at the end and then just go left.
Okay. Okay, and then start at the end.
Like semi-vertical. Oh, Jesus, I just.
What from the? Okay, I'll do. Okay, you describe it.
Just do it.
Yeah,
just do it. I almost knocked a lamp over. I'm so excited right now. Anyway, and then make another slanted line from the top of that line, but in the other direction. So we have some kind of arrow going on.
What? Okay. Oh yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah. Do it.
This is okay. Yeah. Continue.
And then to the right, let's do the same thing from the top of that vertical line, but it will be a smaller version of this arrow because it should not be
from where you're. From where?
From the right. You have a vertical line.
Yeah.
To the right.
Yeah.
There. Make the same two lines that you have to the left, so that it makes some. It looks a bit like an arrow, but don't make the whole thing higher than the left side.
I don't understand at all what you're talking about. From where? From the left part of the horizontal?
On the top of the vertical line to the right. Yeah. Make a slanted outward line.
Yeah.
And then make a slanted inward line. Okay. So you would have the same thing that you have to the left, but smaller and not higher than the left side. And then when you're done, you make a horizontal line from the top of both sides.
This is you are not describing this good at all. Okay, yeah. What is this?
Whatever, dude. Anyway, so let's finish up.
Yeah.
Because
we're
gonna simplify this.
Yeah.
So let's do it just in the middle of the last third, so to the right, in the middle of the I have to think words.
Yeah, I hear that.
So okay.
Yeah, Sebastian, what are we drawing? Please tell him to tell me what I'm drawing. I don't know what I'm drawing right now.
On the top of everything.
Yes.
And in the middle of the right third of what you drew.
Yeah.
So on the top of that.
Yeah.
You make a horizontal line about the same height as the whole thing that you draw.
What?
A vertical line, sorry.
Okay. On top of it, yes.
Yes.
Okay, continue. You have to wrap this up. I'm not even close.
On top of that vertical line, make just a little line to the right. Small.
What? Okay, yeah.
Small line. And then from that line, from the left of that little line, just go downwards to the top of that whole thing that you did, but a bit slanting to the left.
Yeah.
Whatever, do it, and then we're done.
Okay. Yes. Yes. I will save this.
This is gonna be so.
Yeah, you have to paste the whole image now on.
Yes. Are we gonna clear this first?
Yeah, we can. Or can we clear it? No, let's 1 second here.
Make a new page.
All right, guys. So if you drew along here, you can participate on Twitter. You can send your painting on to Describe a Draw, and we will have a look at it. Meanwhile, here in the background, I'll try to upload my picture. And we're gonna, as soon as possible, get back into the election. I know a lot of you guys out there are longing for us to get back into what we're doing. We're not gonna delete the images that we've done. I think I can just move it downwards, like.
Yes, do that.
So, or I could just make it a little bit tinier or whatever. Come on.
All right. So there, now we have a good clean slate.
Yeah. So, and, 1 second. Let me just get the image ready here. All right. Please upload your image. Are you done?
I'm done.
Okay, so this is me. I can't see your picture.
What?
Where is your picture? I can't see it. No, I can't see it.
Okay. Well, it's there.
Now it's coming. Now it's coming.
All right.
What the hell? It was Cecilia Line. What the hell?
You got the... You got the... whatever. You got something.
What is that? That's not even okay. Well, we got the kind of the chimney going on there.
Yeah, chimney, exactly. But it looks like you don't know left from right. Or maybe I said horizontal instead of vertical.
Probably.
I'm not. Don't sue me, okay?
I won't sue you. Let's look at if we got any pictures over at Twitter. Hashtag describe draw if you want to draw with us. It doesn't seem like we've gotten any pictures as of yet, but I'll update this page as we go. And let's move on to the elections to see what they're doing.
I see that I have to move my head so that my audience can see what you wrote or drew. But this looks nice.
It looks nice.
Thank you for that. This I would print this and put it on my walls.
Do it, please. Now we're gonna look into how the current standings is on the Swedish elections. I'm sorry, we kind of swayed away from the whole election thing, and I see that a lot of people in the chat are a little bit upset about that. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, no.
But it's a long night. We can't talk about the elections all night because that would just not work.
We don't really have many more. We don't have much results really. But it looks like SVT has gotten more live results. 255 districts have been counted.
Yeah.
And the Sweden Democrats have 21.2 as of now. The Social Democrats 28. Oh, and now I cannot. Now it disappeared. So, whatever.
Riley, at least you did your best. Thank you so much. the little confidence there is nice.
We have a few other. They looks kind of the same.
Do we have drawings?
To what you wrote. We have drawings.
Oh, we have drawings going on. We need to go into.
So I have to admit that I might have said a word wrong or two.
I think this shows how well you describe things. This is how you speak. This is exactly like if you look at this image, this is how you speak. I think yeah, well, if you're looking at my SpongeBob here, it's not as good, but you know, maybe it shows a very difficult image to depict.
I was no, not really, because I only took the outline of it, so it looks like I said one or two words completely wrong, so sorry about that.
This is exactly how it should look like. It should be a Celia line, but apparently this is my attempt of doing it, and this is people. So this, well, it looks like a tent. This one, this one, I can see the flag going on here, so it's still like a blue. It kind of looks like Celia. I don't know.
Here for my audience, you can see that this looked kind of like Naka's picture, which means I accept that this was my fault, probably.
No worries. That's a part of the fun part of this game, is that you try to see how well you can describe things, and you kind of learn a little bit about it. Let's jump over to SVT, the Swedish television, and see the current results. It seems like right now Sweden Democrats, as you can see here, has 20% as of now, which is a lot. They got 12% last election, so they've, according to this latest election survey, they have increased about 7% or something. That's a lot. The leftists has gone down. They were up at 10% in the latest survey. They are down at 8 right now, while the Social Democrats is up on 28, or down rather, because they've gone down as well. And it seems like the Moderaterna has gone down even more. They're down on 16.7 right now.
I did not expect that, to be honest.
No. It's very, very, very interesting. It's a little bit scary as well, this whole election going on.
This is not looking at all as I expected, to be honest. But we'll see. Maybe, I mean, in some regions the results might look the same, so maybe they have counted districts close to each other, so when they come to a whole different region, the results will just look completely different.
All right, I've gotten the results here from Valmyndigheten, or the actual site where this is the actual results, and they've counted 377 of the 6,000 districts, and that kind of gives you an indication of how many districts there are left to count. So this is just a starter indication of how the election is going, and then on here we can see that as well as Moderaterna is getting about slightly lower than 17%, and the Sweden Democrats is going up on almost 20%. So there's a lot of differences between how people assumed it to be before.
I've got a question here. Does it say how many votes have been counted so far? I don't know. Does it?
It does not. It says it's 377 districts has been counted. However, here we go. We got a total 288,000. No, that cannot be right. That's too many. It seems it says valid votes, 337,000 valid votes.
All right, interesting. And yeah, it's updated. It updated for me right now. Does it say 414 for you districts?
What did you say?
414. So it seems like they're
working hard right now.
They are working hard right now. So it says Social Democrats on 29%, and the moderates on 17, and then we have the Social Democrats 19.9. So yeah, this is interesting. I did not expect the Social Democrats to get that high, but we don't know if this is maybe a region or districts of the same region where they might have, like, the whole municipal might have be social democratic and whatnot. So when they go to another region, everything might change.
Yeah, and it says here on SFT Swedish television that it's a dead race between the Alliance and the Red Green. And the Alliance, for you guys who missed the first part of the stream, is the blue or the right bloc party consisting of the Liberals, the Moderaterna, the Centern, and Kristdemokraterna, or the Christian Democrats. So it's a bloc party of 4 parties there in that. And on the other hand, we have the red-green bloc, which is the Social Democrats, the leftists, the Environmental Party, and then also the Feminist Initiative. But they are not even on this list. They are counting the Feminist Initiative into the rest, which is Vritt here.
Yeah.
So last election they got 3%. So that's very interesting how much they've lost since then.
Yeah, I expected them to grow. Well, that was my feeling. But it's interesting. I don't know why they have those up here at all on val.se, since they have since the övriga partier they have a lot more percent right now.
Yeah. It says here, follow the voting count live on our site and in our app on the SVT. So I'll see if I can check that one.
Yeah, let's do that. Maybe that side is a bit
visually a little bit visually better.
Well, maybe they get their data from somewhere else, so they don't have to wait for this site to load.
Perhaps. Here we can see. Here we go. Here's a nice site. Let's browse over to. Here we go. So this is the current results as of now. It seems like they have counted 484 districts out of 6,004 districts, and it seems like the Social Democrats.
506 it says here right now.
Oh, you've updated yours a little bit.
On SVT.
Yeah, 521 now. It's very, very. It's updating very quickly here. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit so people can see here in the chat. Sweden Democrats is on 19.8, Moderates is on 17, then Center is almost on 10 actually, and the Leftists on 8. And without mandate, it seems right now that the Environmental Party is not going to be in the parliament.
And that's very interesting.
Very interesting. Right. I thought that they were gonna go up because of all the weird summer that we have. We had a very hot summer here in Sweden with a lot of climate.
Välkommen till YouTube-klubben.
Välkommen till YouTube-klubben, Carl Peter. But I thought there were going to be a lot of votes going on to the environmental part, but it seems like they've gone down.
It's updating here constantly. We have 547 districts counted now, and the Social Democrats are at 29.1. This is and yeah, as you said, they might lose the environmental party. They might lose their seats.
Yeah,
which is it's interesting. Yeah,
very interesting. And here you can see how the different seats are being divided amongst the parties as of now, and you can see that the Social Democrats are getting 107 seats, while the Moderaterna is getting 63. So the Social Democrats are getting a lot of seats. But what is interesting here is that if the Environmental Party is not going to get across the 4% threshold, then the Leftist Party and the Social Democrats is not going to get those seats. So that would mean that the right bloc party is going to be getting the majority of votes because they have all of their 4 candidates within the 4% threshold as it is right now.
This is more complicated than just looking at this percentage and say, oh, they won, so they will rule, because that's not the case, because
exactly.
they have founded alliances and so on, so they can in fact win without winning.
Yeah,
which is interesting. I was gonna say something, but it disappeared. So
over to me, Nackagubben. And we can see here that it's slowly going up for Miljöpartiet, or the Environmental Party. I think this is very preliminary results. It seems like they are 3.9%. I think they will probably go above the 4% threshold.
Yeah, I think so.
But keep in mind that we've only counted, you can see how few of the votes have we actually counted. There is
626 districts, right?
10% of the whole entire voting. So it's gonna change a lot, but it's still very interesting to see these numbers as of now. We're gonna jump over to SVT and see what they're talking about right now.
Om kvinnorna har fått bestämma.
Attraheras fler män än kvinnor av Sverigedemokraterna?
Ja, det är ju det som jag inledde med, kan man säga då, att mycket av vår röstning har ju att göra med vad vi såg.
I'm gonna lower the music here in the background.
Kvinnor har ofta.
Yeah, so they are showing now and then the SVT are showing polls according to different demographics. Sorry, we had if the young ones, I guess that was based on maybe a school election that we have in Sweden that I covered on my stream earlier.
Yeah,
that schools have days where they organize elections, so the students can vote, and I guess those polls are based on that. And then before we also had those over 65, and here we had if only the women would decide.
Yeah, what was to be the biggest party if the women had to decide?
that I think it was the Social Democrats, but I'm not sure. We would have to rewind.
Yeah, probably. According to when the young people had to vote, then apparently the Sweden Democrats would only get 13%, and the biggest party would actually be the Moderaterna, which is interesting to see. I saw that they had the same poll for the seniors, or the people above 65, and I didn't see the actual results there. So it's interesting that they got these different types of polls for these different age groups. Actually,
and as of now, the Environmental Party has 4.1% with 723 districts counted.
Yeah, you can see it here. Nice. So right now we have no other parties without a mandate as of now. It seems like it's all going to change during the night. We've counted 723 districts out of 6,000, and I don't know what's happening to me. I'm dying. Apparently, I'm gonna have a little bit a check here over Sergels Torg. We have a live webcam over Sergels Torg. It's not updating very. So it's 16 degrees in Stockholm right now, and not many people, still not very many people out on the street on Sergels Torg. I would assume it's Sunday as well as the election day, you know, people not out and about.
People are probably watching
me,
the TV right now, and you, and
exactly,
me,
exactly.
Because this is interesting stuff, and if they aren't at a party, as I like to say,
a party,
their own valvakor, they will probably be at home and watching. For instance, SVT here. So
we have a question here in the chat. Please share the links to these webcams. The webcams you can find actually on a site called webkameror.se. I will link the site in my chat. I'm sorry for you guys in Joachim's chat over there. I will go post a link here in the chat. So we're gonna head over to Gothenburg and see how the weather is over there. We have 16 degrees as well there. It was a bit of a cloudy day in Gothenburg previously. I saw it even were a little bit of a rain actually. And as you can see here down in the left corner, we have the latest events, and the second one there is a little bit bugged out. I don't know, but nonetheless it's Alexei himself who contributed with €2, and he's a nice little YouTuber, so you should be sure to check him out as well. I've done some collaborations with him as well, so I just wanted to make that clear. A shout out to Mr. Alexei, who's not showing out for some reason.
I'm gonna see if I can get the live stats on my screen right now. All right.
We have a weird picture here of on the describe draw hashtag. Somebody drew all the parties as bacon. I don't know why. So yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Thank you, I guess.
What is happening? Did you just say all the parties as bacon?
Did I say that?
Did you say that? That's what I heard.
Did I say all the parties as bacon?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. The image was that. I thought you meant that earlier. We have a question here. Vad har du röstat på, or what I've voted for? As I've said many times throughout the stream, I'll try to be unbiased and impartial during the stream, so I will not favor any party as well as I can, because it's not a good thing. I don't know. To host a stream and try to talk well about certain parties and stuff. So we're trying to see this as objectively as we can. We're gonna go over here to the preliminary results as of yet. We have counted 899 districts so far out of total 6,000, and so far the number seems to be kind of stable.
Yeah, they're kind of stable, but it's interesting to see that the Sweden Democrats, they are going down, and they are about to meet the moderates soon, probably.
Yes. But it all depends on which districts we're talking about. I know that the Sweden Democrats are very popular in certain areas of Sweden, so it's probably going to change a whole lot. And the same thing goes for the rest of the parties down here. We have the environmental parties, who has just now gone up above the 4% threshold, which is nice. It's also always nice to see all the different parties to be competitive with each other. And the rest of the parties have not gone above them, so these are the parties that we're talking about. And if we're looking about the mandates or the amount of seats that the different parties are going to get in the parliament, the Swedish parliament, it seems also very stable there. It seems like the red-green bloc has now the 15 seats from the environmental party to count in, as well as the leftist and social party. So they are in total on... No, I shouldn't have said that. I can't count on demand. So 131 plus 146. I should have done this because now I have to add the other. So there's some number there. I could perhaps do I could take the calculator out. Sorry. We have 17 plus 34. I know I'm not very good with head count or whatever you call it. They have 136. So it seems right now like the red-green party or the red-green bloc is in the lead.
Interesting.
Now we have counted 1,000 districts, and it still seems like the numbers are stable, but the Sweden Democrats are down to 18.8% now instead of 20 as they were in the beginning of this count tonight. Again, guys out there in the chat, I'm sorry if I haven't been very responsive to your chat messages. I've been trying to keep this stream as entertaining as possible and informative as possible. In the meantime,
let me just say thank you, Ilyas, who says hello from Algeria. I recently found your YouTube channel and I can't wait to learn Swedish with you. Thank you so much. I can't wait to teach you Swedish.
Very nice. I asked a question in my stream a while ago. I asked people to type where they were from, and we got so many. There were people from, I don't know, Chile, it was Spain, France, South Africa, China, Indonesia. It was awesome, and it's really nice to see a lot of people are interested in the Swedish elections.
That's very cool. That's very cool that there are so many people joining us for this nerve-wracking event.
It is a nerve-wracking, and in both that sense that we have a lot of people watching the stream. We have about 150 people watching right now over here. I don't know how many people do you have on your side.
I have no idea because I have so many windows.
You have so many windows.
So I have no idea, but I can tell you not as many as you. Someone just subscribed to the channel. Thank you so much for that.
Nice. But it's interesting, and it's before I started stream, I saw that there were a lot of people waiting for a stream. That's one of the most nerve-wracking thing I've ever. I don't know. You sit there and I need to start the stream now, and there's 50 people awaiting you to start the stream, and it's like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna piss myself.
That's insane that there are people actually waiting for the stream. They're not just gonna pop in later to see what kind of shenanigans we are up to here.
We have somebody from Isle of Wight, I don't know how to pronounce that, and somebody from Northern England. Northern England. Very specific. Very nice. Very nice. Let's head over and see what is on right now on SVT, the Swedish television. And
I got a question about how the parties are forming coalitions since we do have 8 parties in the parliament, and right now some of those are ruling together.
Yes, that is true. And we have all the parties right now on my screen here. We have all of the 8 parties here. It's 8? It should be 8. Yes, I can't really count.
Just got another subscriber. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel.
Thank you. Well, I got a subscriber too.
Well, as of now, I think the left party, the Social Democrats, and the Environmental Party. Am I right that those 3, or is it just the Social Democrats and the Environmental Party that is
in a coalition
right now ruling? In a coalition?
No, it's the Environmental Party, the Miljöpartiet, and the leftists, and together with the Social Democrats, they are in the lead as of now.
So we have those, and then we have the Moderate Party, the Christian Democrats. We have the Liberals. I cannot get used to call them the Liberals because when I grew up, they were the People's Party.
Yeah, exactly.
And got another subscriber. Thank you. Thank you.
You've gotten a lot now.
And then we have the Center. They are all 4 in one.
Yes,
alliance,
one coalition. Right, and I need to give you a little bit of an update here. I've updated the live results as of now. It seems like the Sweden Democrats only have 18.6, while the Moderaterna has 18.3. So it's a very tight race between those 2 as of now, while the Social Democrats is up on 28. So
that's very
it's very interesting to see how they even got down. It seems like the Moderaterna is going past Sverigedemokraterna or the Sweden Democrats as of now. Very interesting. I don't know what districts they are in right now, but we've counted 1,345 districts out of total 600. So bear with us. We're about a third through Sweden right now. I don't know if we will be able to stream through the entirety. This is going to be done by late night, so but at least up until 10ish, because then we can get a good result.
You the tools to continue
exactly
following this without us. Unfortunately, Swedes also got to sleep.
Yeah, exactly, and especially when we stream for a long time, it seems like a valid point in that sense. Let's jump over to SVT and see what people... Välkommen till YouTube-klubben Canon NR21. I'm sorry if I can't pronounce your username that well. I love to see all of your support out there, and hopefully you're having a splendid time out there, and thinking that this little stream is entertaining enough, and that, I don't know, I'm hopefully making your day a little bit brighter here with me.
Yeah, this is very different from the US, Elizabeth, because we have, as of now, 8 parties in the parliament. And 4 of those, 3 of those are, as of now, in the government because they decided to work together. And we also have the other 4 parties that are not the Sweden Democrats. They are also working together as an alliance, and they ruled Sweden before. 4 years ago, we got this new government, and this year it's gonna be interesting to see if they are gonna continue their work or if they are gonna hand over to the opposition.
And a very interesting point about the difference between the US and the Swedish voting or the whole governmental structure is the fact that in the US you have a federal government in the sense that you have a lot of different states there. I'm not an expert in this, so please, if any Americans out there knows more than me and or want to correct me when I talk, then please feel free to do that. But as far as I've gotten it, that there's a lot of states. I don't know how many. There are 150 something states in the US, and they all are deciding themselves on what they're doing. So the federal government cannot decide on certain things that the states are. They can propose certain things. So for example, the death penalty is nothing that the federal government can propose to change in a certain state, for example. Wow.
And as of now, the moderates have gone past the Sweden Democrats.
Interesting. Very interesting.
By 0.3%.
Very interesting.
It's going to be interesting if this trend is going to continue, or if we will see any change in direction for those parties, if the moderates are going down more, or the Sweden Democrats are going up again.
Yeah.
This is wow. This is very interesting. I think it's pretty seldom that we see two parties being so close to each other. I mean, we had the Social Democrats and the moderates.
Yeah,
the
they
moderate party,
used to be very close.
They used to be very close. Every election, but now it's a different.
Definitely.
Everything's different.
Exactly. It seems like it's going to be a tight race. That we don't know for sure how the results is going to be. I'm going to try to update this site as much as possible. But what was going for with the whole US thing is that the difference between that way of ruling is that here in Sweden we have a state. The whole Sweden is like a state in itself, and so the government has actually the power to go down into the individual counties and tell them to actually rule in a certain way. Like, you need to, if for example we're gonna make death penalty a thing again, then it's the counties do not have any say in that. That's up to the government as a whole.
Exactly. I mean, they can decide on some things. For instance, I don't know, there are a lot of like private companies that are hired by these counties or whatever in Sweden, and they can decide on what they there's a bidding going on, but we're not going to go into that. But the state is not deciding on those things, so there are a small self-government going on there, but not really like they were states.
I don't know where you're going to go with this, but yes, I agree with you 102%.
I just meant that they can decide on a few things.
Yes.
But
let's keep it simple for the people who are interested in Sweden.
What I'm trying to do.
Okay, I didn't follow you. I'm sorry. We have Shane is from the US, and he says, well, the federal government is allowed to overrule states. They just leave a lot of stuff to the states, which is fine. I understand that, but they don't have the exact. I think the Swedish state has a lot more to say in the different regions here in Sweden than the federal government in the US has to say in the different individual states, which is the big difference. You can, I think, to make the best comparison, I would say that the U.S. is kind of what Europe is, because we have the different states, we have the different countries, and they all rule as they want to, but we still have the European government that decides on certain things. Certain laws in trading and environmental policies and stuff. But in the general sense, we have Sweden and Norway and France. They all decide on their own level what they want to do.
We don't really, like, the European Union doesn't really have a common outward face.
Exactly, it's different in that sense. Yes,
call it that. There are a lot of things that are still different, so we cannot really call Europe like its own country with like a federation in that sense, but it's just a union at this moment.
Yes. Exactly.
For instance, we aren't all having the euro as currency, for instance, even though there is kind of within the membership that we should work towards.
They wanted us to have that.
A lot of states or countries, they are working against some of the things that the European Union wants to have, just to stall some things, even though it's basically implied in the membership that we should work towards it.
Yes, exactly. All right, 1,800 votes has been, or not votes, that would have been a very small amount. 1,870 districts of Sweden has been counted, so we're closing in on the fourth, kind of a fourth of Sweden has been counted right now. And as of it seems like we have an election. A lot of people are voting here in Sweden. 83% as of now have been voted. Oh my god, I can hear myself here in the background. What the hell? Am I listening to the stream? What the hell?
You are. We heard you.
Damn it. I have a stream on my phone. The moderates, Moderaterna is on the second place, and the Sweden Democrats is on this third place with 18%, which is very interesting.
Yeah, so now almost 1% ahead right now. The moderates is...
no, they are up on 19 now.
All right, yeah, exactly. So 1% more now, which is interesting because it looked very differently just moments ago.
It did.
Someone typed here in my chat that in the United States, the federal government's power is restricted only to what is allowed by the Constitution. So,
yeah, I assume there's a lot of law things that we don't know. We shouldn't go into the whole.
Constitution could be changed in some way, but it's all very complicated. I think, in Sweden, those things can be changed a lot easier.
Yes. Interesting. Somebody said Joachim is quite smart. That you can see that as I don't know if that's an insult towards me or a good positive comment for you.
Or maybe it's sarcasm. You never know.
No. I think people are nice. Hopefully the people in the chat are very nice. We're gonna have a what?
Keep on.
No, we're gonna have a small check over at SVT, the Swedish television, and see what they are talking about. This is what the people who are voting want to see. It seems like the most of the people wants an alliance, the blue bloc to rule the country, and then the red green, and then lastly they want like a work between the two alliances.
Oh yeah, that would be very interesting because we talked about this before, and that there is a lot of this ideology and this ideology, and those two are completely different things, and people aren't really seeing ideas or trying to improve something, but rather they try to come up with ideas that work against the other opposition or the ruling parties or whatever, instead of working more together or more working together with ideas that they both can benefit from. Because I'm convinced that there is so much to cover in the politics that there must be some ideas that are just all right. These ideas are good. I mean, sometimes we just have we need to build a road here, and then the other parties say no, we're not gonna do it because it's your idea, and then they have the same idea later. In that sense, I think I also want to see more working together in that sense.
Yeah, that's true. You have a lot of valid points there. I'm sorry. We have a question here. What prohibits you from answering my question, Roland? I don't think I saw your question. I'm sorry. I try to read the chat as much as possible, but there's a lot of things going on.
Your chat is really going.
It is going, and I don't know if you can see me, Joachim, but I'm looking fabulous.
I saw you before, but I cannot see you now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Do you want me to look at you?
Please look at me. And here we have the votes from it seems like a Finnish district. Moduloslompolo Kaunisvaara. The first word, Moduloslompolo. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry if you live there.
Sorry. Oi, Jesus.
What? I can't see anything in these. I'm sorry. Nackagubben. All right. let's have a short little look at and see how the Stockholm is looking right now, and the temperature in the Stockholm region. It's 16 degrees on second story. We're looking at a very quiet night. Look over in the posh parts of Sweden. That's not even updated, that webcam. I don't know what's going on with that one. We'll see if we can update the webcam a little bit. Here we go. Here's the updated webcam there. All the people are out and partying in the posh parts of Stockholm. And over in Gothenburg, it's quiet as well. Where I live, in the posh parts, exactly. The parts. Michael, thanks. The bow tie is nice. I look a little bit like Ray Charles right now. I don't know. Yeah. So, we're gonna have a short little update on what's going on the voting session here.
Actually, I was also going to rock a bow tie because I know you do. But today I decided to rock some Nackagubben merch instead.
Oh my god, you did? You did?
If you want to buy this fine t-shirt,
oh my god,
not this one, because I'm gonna keep this one, but if you want to get some merch from Nackagubben, please make sure you go to his channel and try to
you can also buy this cap that I have. I think there's an annotation somewhere, but thank you for that shout out, Mr. Joachim. But enough about sellouts, you know. 2,300 districts have been counted. I'm gonna update that. It's about 2,400 districts have been counted, and it still seems like Moderaterna has 19.1%, while the Sweden Democrats has 18%. So it's changing a whole lot. While the Miljöpartiet, or the Environment Party, who, and I think it was like 20 minutes ago, they didn't even have 4%. They have almost 5%. So it's increasing a lot. I wonder what different districts.
See, this is nothing like what we had in the beginning. We had 26% for the Sweden Democrats, I believe.
26? Are you sure?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh my god.
But there was that was like after one district or so, or maybe it was two, I don't know, but as you can see, it doesn't look like anything that we had in the beginning.
No, not at all.
And we still have more than half, or almost half in a little bit. We're gonna have half of the district counted.
Nice, very nice indeed. And this, as you can see on my screen, you can see the splitting of the different seats in the parliament. And as I said in the beginning of the stream, if you missed that, by the way, don't be afraid. I will post the whole video after the stream. But as I said there, the Swedish parliament consists of 349 seats, and this is how they are spread as of now. And it seems like the Social Democrats over there have 100 seats out of those 349 seats. We're gonna update that one more time, and seems the same as of now. Oh my god, my computer's not liking these transitions that I'm doing. It's like
everyone donate to Nackagubben. He needs
I need a new computer. Exactly.
Live streams.
If you want better streams without this and lagging and stuff, then it seems like my computer is having 16% of CPU taking out. I'm not even doing anything. I have perhaps all of the Google Chrome tabs up. That could be a thing, you know.
That could be it.
We have a question on which website is this, and I think you were referring to this one. This is the SVT's own website. So if you're interested in this, I can link this in my chat. It's valresultat.svt.se, and if you don't know Swedish, then I'm sorry for you. Now I'm gonna post it down in the chat right now. So this is where you get the live election count. So we are not going to be able to stream the whole night over, but if you want to continue following the results, then be sure to check this site out. I'm sure Joachim will post it in his little stream as well. let's see what's active on over at SVT. They're right now just discussing, it seems. We can tune in and listen a little bit to what the Swedes are talking about. We're going to listen a little bit to the Swedish.
I'm gonna take...
En konservativ regering med Moderaterna och Kristdemokraterna som då stöder sig på Sverigedemokraterna. Skulle Liberalerna och Centern kunna tänka sig då att släppa fram den på olika sätt och så? Och därigenom då säga, men vi sitter inte i en regering, men vi... Ja. Så att,
apropå Liberalerna så ska vi faktiskt nu till deras valvaka när, nu ska vi se, 2653 distrikt är räknade av totalt 6000 och då ligger Liberalerna på 5,4, ganska nära valresultatet. Ann-Britt Ryd Pettersson.
Precis som du säger det här, 5,4. Alltså här står jag med...
What they're pretty much saying is that they pretty much what we said. Right now they're at the Liberal Party and talking to they all of the parties have their they rented I don't know rooms where they celebrate. I think it's the same in other countries as well. And here they're at the Liberal nightly, and they're pretty happy because they've gotten 5.4%. They were even afraid of not getting even 4%, which would not allow them to get any seats in the Swedish government. I'm gonna do this. The lighting is a little bit off.
Sverigedemokraterna som ni inte är så förtjusta i blir kanske näst största parti ändå. Vad säger de då?
As Jack says in the comments down below, the Liberal Party was once the third biggest party in Sweden. Yes, and that was a long time ago. But back then they were not even called the Liberals. They were called the People's Party. So they've changed the name since the last election.
Det drev ju både din partiordförande och alla ni andra hårt i valarbetet. Men har ni inte lite misslyckats då om ni inte lyckats bättre?
Too much you ask if Russia rigged the elections? I highly doubt that they did. I'm gonna lower the volume here. I'm gonna put on the music here back in the background. All right. It seems like they are slowly counting up. It's almost half of the votes counted so far. We're gonna take a look here and invite Mr. Joachim back in the conversation back again. How are you doing, Joachim? He's muted himself, so we're gonna mute ourselves so that we don't disturbing. While we do that, we can go into the browser and look at the current results. I don't know why it's freaking lagging this much. Can actually try to close a bit on the name, but we're updating this page, and as you can see there on the Swedish television, it's about 3,000 districts out of 6,000 districts counted so far, and as of now it seems like Moderaterna has gotten 19.2. This is very interesting. It was thought for a long time that Sweden Democrats would get about 19. This could very well change because we've only counted about half so far. And the moderates, however, they were expected to get 17. So these two might switch up a whole lot. With that in mind, though, Moderaterna has gone down about 3.4% since the last election. Same goes for Social Democrats, has gone down about 2 or almost 3% since the last election. I'm sorry for that. However, though, these smaller parties have gone up. Centerpartiet has got up 2.3% since the last election. Vänsterpartiet, of the leftists, has gone up 2.4. They were expected to be even better. So we're going to see throughout the night how they're going to be. They're gonna go. Kristdemokraterna has also gone up, while the Liberals is pretty much the same here. While the Environmental Party, I think this is the biggest news so far, is that they've gone down about 2% as of now. We're gonna see if we get Joachim here on the line. Hello.
Hello. Welcome back. Nackagubben. How have you been?
I'm good. Did you have to get water out? I heard.
Exactly. We Swedes are pretty open about that. That's a cultural thing.
You mean peeing? Yes, we are, and I don't know. It feels very, very okay to talk about this with you, but I expect other people will find it weird that we're talking about it.
Yeah, exactly. It's just interesting that we Swedes often say where we are going, and well, not exactly what we're gonna do, but sometimes it's just whatever. I just told my viewers that we have some interesting results right now. As of now, half of the districts have been counted.
Yes,
and the moderates are at 19.3%, and the Sweden Democrats on 17.9%. But the interesting thing is that the other parties are fairly the same.
Yes, they are.
So
it's gonna be
this is a head-to-head race between the moderates and the Sweden Democrats in a way.
Yes, it's a very tight game as of far, and as somebody mentioned here in the chat, that we're halfway there. Like the song, whoa, we're halfway there. But as I think both of us have said throughout this stream, is that we're not going to be able to stay the whole counting. And even if we did, it's not going to be it's probably not going to be decided tonight who's going to win or who's going to rule tonight. It's going to probably not even be decided tomorrow. It's probably going to take a few days, because the race is going to be very, very tight, and they're going to take a few days in order for this to settle down.
I have a question in my chat. Hi, Bella. Can someone explain exactly what's happening right now? I'm very behind. I'm not sure what you're talking about, if you mean the stream or the election.
Probably the election,
right on my screen what is happening in real time. The vote or the districts are being counted as of now, and right now we have gone through half of the districts, and yeah, this is going to be a very interesting election.
It is. Yeah, as people are saying in the chat, please pray for my computer. Any donation to help my computer not explode will be greatly appreciated. It's, oh my god, it's very laggy. I blame this all on Google Chrome. I have a lot of Google Chrome tabs open, so it's, oh my god. We're gonna have a last look here over at the current results. Pray for my computer to make this transition. My god, it's not good. We have 3,200 districts counted. It's pretty much looking the same, but the interesting part is there that the moderates is getting over 19% as of now.
My chat is saying blame the user, not the machine.
Blame the user. I'm sorry for that.
There you have it.
Yeah. I suppose it's up to me to get a new computer in that sense, but it costs a lot to buy a freaking computer.
It costs a lot. We all need donations for better streams. Please, people. Lämna i kollekten på vägen ut.
Oh my god, such sellouts, Joachim. We can't say that.
But now I'm plugging you, so it's okay.
Oh yeah. You're kind of riding on my wave here.
I don't know. I only got 2 subscribers, so I'm not riding.
You're not 2 subscribers. You're talking bad about yourself. An interesting information for all of you out there is that amount of votes so far is 3,109,000 votes. So we've got and for you guys who don't know, I don't know if I've ever mentioned that in any of my videos, is that we have about 10 million people in Sweden. So this is it's weird that they say that, yeah, well, they counted half of the districts, but we've only got a third of the votes. But maybe I suppose that we have
well, some districts are bigger than others. So
I suppose, yeah. That's...
The vote count won't really, or the district count won't really show how many voted. So
Yeah, and the election participation seems to be about 85%. So we're missing about 15% of the people.
And also, I don't know. Well, I do know. So whatever. I was just thinking about all the votes from expats, but they are gonna be counted within the districts that
belong to,
were the last district they lived in Sweden.
Yeah, exactly. So there are people living in other countries. That's what he meant by that, and they can vote from their particular country. This is very, very interesting indeed. Let's have a last view over Sveriges in Stockholm. See if my computer handles it. It does, kind of. 16 degrees. It looks pretty much the same as it done the whole evening over here. We'll have a look over in Göteborg, Gothenburg, 16 degrees as well. It's looking nice. I like Joachim. Very interesting night ahead of us, indeed. And I'm actually praying for my computer to not die on me while I'm talking to you here. But let's update that.
Also got a question about what all these abbreviations mean.
Do you mean the parties?
Of the party. So
we can go through that together. I'm gonna open my.
V is Vänsterpartiet, which is the leftist party.
Yes.
Then we have S, which is Socialdemokraterna, which means the Social Democrats. Then we have MP, which is Miljöpartiet. And those are like the environmental party.
Yes.
Then we have the Center Party, which is Centerpartiet. Then we have L, which is Liberalerna.
Where are they? They're down here.
The Liberal Party.
Yeah, here.
They were previously called the People's Party.
Folkpartiet!
Which kind of sounds a bit communist in a way. The People's Party.
Yeah, you know, yeah. It sounds like something from China or something.
It sounds like China or North Korea or whatever.
Yep.
Then we have, maybe that's why they changed it. I don't know.
Probably.
Because Sweden is more international now.
Yes.
So people will get confused by the People's Party.
Yeah.
But anyway, then we have M, which means Moderaterna or Moderata Samlingspartiet.
Yeah.
Which is the moderate party. I don't know. They are kind of liberal conservative.
Yeah.
Then we have the Christian Democrats, Kristdemokraterna.
Yes.
And then we have the Sweden Democrats, which is a fairly new party to the parliament, Sverigedemokraterna.
Yes.
I think they have only been in the parliament for one mandatperiod.
Could be so. They had roughly 12% the last election, and they've grown. They're almost at 18% now. So they've grown about 4.7% since the last election, which is very interesting indeed. We have a question. Do you think that they start counting from the smaller to bigger or the other way around? This might be important for the outcome. I actually don't know, but I would actually assume that they get in from the district that are actually done being counted. So it doesn't matter if they're the big, probably smaller, but it could also be a very, very big county that is very fast at counting. So
we don't know how many are
you
counting in each district. So yeah, it could be a huge.
Yeah, but you can't
with a lot of.
You can't spell county without counting.
Yeah. Thanks, Dad.
I need to do this. You're not seeing what I'm doing, but I'm dabbing with sunglasses.
Yeah, I hear it.
You hear? Please, somebody GIF that. I urge somebody out there in the chat, please GIF this. Sweden election day. I'm gonna do it on
sound.
Yeah, we need a full picture here. Oh my god, my computer. Dab.
I wish I wish we could see you.
I'm dabbing. Please, somebody gift that.
Nice copy paste of the question there. And which parties are more conservative and which are more liberal? That's a great question, actually, because the names aren't really telling sometimes.
Are you asking me?
I got this question in my chat. Sorry. Which party is more conservative?
That's a good question. Which is the most conservative party of these?
Which are more liberal? I don't know. The liberals and the moderates, they are fairly equal, but I think the moderates are a bit more conservative.
Yeah.
And the Christian Democrats are pretty conservative because they are in the Christian party and.
I would say they are very conservative in that sense. I would also say that Sverigedemokraterna is very conservative as well.
Yeah.
They are on the right wing there.
As you can see here, they have listed the party as to how we feel, like how right or left they are oriented. So you have the Sweden Democrats on the far right here, and the Liberals more in the middle.
Yeah,
and the left party to the left. So that kind of shows how they stand. But like the Liberals and the moderate party, they are kind of close, but not entirely, and so on.
Yes. It's a difficult question, and the whole question of if you try to compare the American parties with the Swedish parties, it's very difficult because
it's very difficult. Yes.
It's completely different. Like what we consider conservative here in Sweden might not even be close to being conservative in the US.
No, I think they think all parties are pretty left in Sweden in a way.
Yeah,
they are also more capitalist than any of our parties, I think.
Yeah.
A lot of these parties are, I think it might be due to the very long rule that the Social Democrats have had in Sweden, and they kind of founded how our society looks today, which means that there are a few things that are just how they are in a way. That's why some of the parties might not really have any interest in changing that exactly right now. They are focusing on other things, which makes Sweden still pretty socialistic in a way, although we don't have a socialist government or rule at the moment.
Exactly.
So that's why they are sometimes hard to translate to other countries' parties, or although they are basically have the same name or something like that. I saw a funny joke earlier that someone said, I moved to Sweden and in the US I voted for the Democrats, and in Sweden I choose the Sweden Democrats, but it's not the same thing.
No, it's definitely not the same thing. As somebody mentioned here in the comments, the Republican Party is basically Sweden Democrats, kind of. I don't know if that's entirely correctly, but
it's kind of hard to translate.
It's very difficult.
Ideas,
yes,
and so on.
Yeah, it says here on SVT, the Swedish television, that the environmental party is balancing on the 4% threshold, and as you guys know, you need at least 4% in order to get into the Swedish parliament, and right now they have 4.5, which is very low. They used to have like 6 or something. I can't really remember how much they got last time. And we have counted about 4,000 districts out of 6,000 possible. Very interesting indeed.
Also have a good question. Where is Feministiskt Initiativ?
Yes.
The feminist party, the feminist initiative. I don't have the val.se site up right now because it's not working.
It's not there. They are part of the rest parties, so it's not.
Yeah, we had them there on that site, and back then they were at 0.4, and all the other parties that are not listed, they were at 1.1% back then. So this means that they are just so small right now that
exactly
don't really feel it necessary to show their stats right now.
And as we can see here on the SVT, it says that 1.5% is the rest of parties going on. And as of now, the red-green bloc is 145 chairs into the parliament, while the alliance has 141, and the Sweden Democrats has 63. So it seems right now as if the red-green is going to get the majority, but we haven't counted all of the districts yet, so we cannot conclude anything right now. But it's very interesting.
It's very interesting, yeah.
Yes.
Someone just wrote, I mean, you have the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, so it's interesting to see how the word democratic is perceived internationally. Yeah,
it is.
Definitely. Definitely.
It's but people throw that word around so much, and the fact that the Liberal Party was called the People's Party before, and they are on the right wing, it's hilarious.
Also the left party, they were the left party, the communists before, and they skipped that now. But then there's this other communist party. We have a lot of smaller parties in Sweden that we don't know a lot about, but we had, for instance, like the feminist initiative, but we also have the Pirate Party. Those two are pretty
big for being small.
Big for being small, you know about them. And we also earlier we had Junilistan, but
they are not. I think they got 8 votes last election.
They did a lot, but
I went through all of the smaller parties earlier in the stream before you went on to it. So if you're interested, if you just tuned in, you can watch my stream later on. But we're talking about a lot of the bigger parties from 2014, and yes, Feminist Initiative was the biggest one there, and then followed by the Pirate Party. And then there were a lot of smaller parties, which one of them was Skånepartiet, or the Skåne Party. So I don't know. They just wanted people from Skåne to vote, or I don't know. If you live in Skåne, I don't know. It's different.
Yeah. Important to mention is that there is also a vote for the county. I don't know what we would call them in English. All the county votes and
landsting.
The two landsting, and like we have two other elections going on at the same time, and maybe these smaller parties that are more local, like the Skånepartiet, they might hope to get to rule in that region.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. It says here on the Swedish television that the tension is rising soon. About 4,000 districts is being counted, and as of now, Sweden Democrats has 17.8, almost 18%, while the Social Democrats has 28, and the Moderates has 19.5. So it seems like the moderates is getting more than expected. They were expected to get about 17%, while the Sweden Democrats were about to get like 19 and become the second biggest party in Sweden. They were the third biggest party last election. So that's very interesting to see.
So Wikipedia is saying the elections to the 20 county councils, which is the Landsting, and 290 municipal assemblies, kommunfullmäktige. So we have those two, kommunval and landstingsval as well. So Skånepartiet would like to rule in Skåne, for instance. I guess that would make sense.
It would make sense. Like if you make a party for that's part of the name is a part of Sweden, then I would assume
they wouldn't get much chance to get votes from Stockholm. I'd assume.
For instance. Awesome. in that regards. What we're seeing right now is that we have 4,100 district counted. We have 2/3 into the voting. But yes, my man, it's going to be very interesting to follow this election. I am actually going to slowly wrap up the stream. I don't know about you, Joachim. Wrap up. If you're going to continue this. Wrap up.
No, we will. I will end when you end.
Okay, you're going down on the ship together. But we're not going to leave you guys hanging out in the open. I know that a lot of you are interested to see how this election ends. I'm interested to see how this election ends, but you know, I can't go on forever to do this. We have the stream here over at the Swedish television. If you guys who don't know where that is, I'm gonna link this in my chat, along with this very nice webpage called Valresultat, where you can see in a live where the votes are being counted. I'm gonna post them in the chat right now. We have the first link going out there. We have the Valresultat, and the next link to the Swedish television, which is this one, is going out on the chat right now. So if you're interested in viewing that, you can continue viewing that on your own. But my man, it's been a very interesting evening. There at one point we had about 200 plus viewers.
Yes. That's very interesting, and also it's interesting that we didn't get to continue playing.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't expect people to be that interested in this election, that they
didn't really want us to play the game. Yeah, they didn't want us to play the game at all, it seems. But very nice to have you along on the stream, Joachim.
It was nice to have you along here as well.
Yes. So I'll see you in a future stream, I suppose. Have a nice evening, Mr. Joachim.
This was nice. Have a nice evening. A nice evening to you and your viewers.
Yes. Bye. And for you guys, who are still here with me today, I hope you had a splendid time here together with me and Joachim, and hopefully you learned something about the Swedish election. And if you did just tune in, or you pretty recently tuned in, I am going to post this whole live stream on my YouTube channel, so don't be afraid. I did in the beginning of the stream, I went through quick facts about the Swedish election, what is happening, and what are the parties, what are the smaller parties, what are the bigger parties, and I talked a little bit about the betting and what was the expected results. And so if you're interested in that, be sure to check this stream out later down there. I also want to send out a huge thank you to all of you who have donated to this little stream. I hope I didn't miss anyone when I did a shout out there. I'll try to get that one out as soon as possible. Here when I'm talking, I'm not good at doing two things at once, but we have, for example, we have Alexei himself. He donated €2, so be sure to check his channel out. You know, I've been doing some collabs with that beautiful Finnish man. We also have Josh Kuhn. Thank you so much for those little coins. Babuga, thank you so much. And Leonardo R.O. and Lloyd Carlson. I hope I didn't miss anyone there. I will, as all of you know, I don't know how many of you know this, but I regularly stream over at Twitch. This is not a regular occurrence that I stream on YouTube. This is just because of the elections and stuff. I regularly play games over at Twitch, so if you are interested in following me there, be sure to head over to twitch.tv/Nackagubben. I do streams on Wednesdays at 1 o'clock p.m. Swedish time, and then also on Sunday, the same time that we did this time. So next time you will see me on Twitch if you're interested in that. And also, I'm also available on Twitter, Instagram, and of course here on YouTube. You can find more interesting videos about Sweden here. And I hope you all had a nice time over there. I don't know how many of you are still with me when I'm saying these words. I'm gonna invest in a better computer. As you've probably noticed during the stream, my computer has been not very interested in cooperating. So hopefully next stream there's gonna be a very a better stream. But with that said, we're closing in on
Välkommen till Twitch-klubben.
Oh, we got one Bono viewer bot. Welcome to the Twitch-klubben. Nice to see you. We're closing in on 30 past 10 here in Sweden, and it's getting late, and my voice is slowly dying. Before we end, I'm gonna give you a slight update on where we're going. We have about 4,500 counted districts, and it still seems like the Social Democrats is the biggest party, followed by the Moderaterna on about 20%, which is very interesting indeed, and then followed by Sverigedemokraterna on almost 18%. They are not going as well as they were expected, but as well, with that said, we have a lot of districts still going. So very nice, very nice. All right, guys, I hope you had a splendid time here together with me, because I always have a splendid time together with you. And until the next time I see you and your pretty faces, have a nice day. No, before we go, we need to do these. I'm not good with dabbing. It's not my thing. It's not my thing. I'm sorry. I love you so much, guys. Until the next time I see you and your pretty faces. Bye.